So I'm sure he's rearing for high-level competition, and this is what he's gonna get. Mario is no joke.
Hey, just to point out, we told y'all what you would see in the CPT is equivalent to what you see in the Weds Night Fights, this week, right? Or every week that we have them, right? And that's the same kind of play that you're gonna get here. And Nephew always been one of the more defensive type of calling players, but going up against Mario, the young guns out here, a lot of young players. I mean, Nephew's pretty young himself, but Mario also part of the young crowd too as well. They just have this play style that's just different. It's like aggressive. It's like they don't care about anything. They could walk across the street and not look both ways. It's like, dog, you not care, but it's calculated though. It's very calculated.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and this is going to be a good match. We're going to see Colleen versus Karine, and it'll be interesting in the way that they're sort of jockeying for position and foot speed. Already you're seeing a little bit of patience swinging with those low forwards, figuring out what buttons they're trying to use in neutral to get their offense started.
And with a character like Colleen, you really have a couple buttons that they really dominate, as you see right here. And then the Fierce. I was just about to talk about it. He heard me. He's like, let me lay it out. And the crush, that follow-up that you get the corner push, using the EXR and putting the hands on the man, building up that stun, trying to get it done. The tech to stay alive for Mario. Trying to jump out.
Yes, he takes the opportunity to jump out, which is perfect. He's got a big life deficit to try and climb, but to put Colleen in the corner and be able to chase down as Karen is a great way to get it started. Nephew's just out of range to get that conversion off the stand light kick.
Mario, he's lost a lot of health, but he's still walking Nephew down to the corner, but Nephew's still in a strong position, and even stronger when V-Trigger's activated, and that's unfortunate right there. Caught him. He grabbed nothing. There was nothing there. My man's grabbed nothing but Casper.
Yeah, and he had shown a little bit of patience there. He didn't bite on. There was a little bit of a frame trap in the sequence right before, then he didn't bite, and then right at the end, that little bit of tension caused him to crack, and Nephew took advantage of it. And already pushing Mario to the corner, he flips out, gets the reset, but misses the Tenko.
Yeah, doesn't get the crouch when he kicks the bless button. Finally does. That's the bread and butter of this character. Setting for the crouch and kick, and then basing your other buttons around that. That's kind of the workmanship of this character.
For sure. Oh man, there's another drop, a misconfirm. At this level, you can't afford to have drop tankos like that. I believe that's -8, and that's going to be a big damage combo for the punish, and already almost stunned, and gets back thrown for it, dead.
That's absolutely dead. I mean, that Fierce, the blast button has to let you know what this character's about. Ending it with the Fierce. That's just how Colleen players do, dog. They gotta remind you what is blessed about what their character has. But you see how Nephew, even when there's errors, it's one thing for a player to have errors, but it's another thing for a player to really, the other player to capitalize upon that, right? They see the drops and they go after, they hunt, and that's what you got to do. You can't let things like that go, because Mario at any point could say, okay, I'm messing up. I'm getting pieced up here. So what I should do is and then Nephew's like, no, I'm not even gonna let you acclimate. Let's see what happens out. If Mario can get a chance to, Nephew's gonna get that crush.
God,
another one, doubling down.
God damn.
Today of all days, right before Thanksgiving,
he's stunned.
I'm thinking for these crush counter buttons is what I'm saying right here. And that, I don't know about this one. Jeez. I don't know about this one, Mr. Mustafa.
Oh, and he went for the cheeky reset off the double hitting cross up. Oh my gosh, that was so dirty. Nephew's cheap.
Nephew's cheap, Colleen's cheap, but you gotta know how to use the character. He definitely does. Right, he's got a secure spot in Capcom Cup, but Mario pushing to the corner. And really trying to work his way out, trying to throw out those long lanky buttons are hard to come into, right? Try to get that crouch and kick going, or any of the medium buttons. And he's running into these crush counter buttons.
Yeah, Mario's not doing enough to instill. Oh man, there was definitely a bit of hesitation, but he's not doing enough to instill instill the way that he wants to get hits in neutral, and Nephew's just taking advantage of that and throwing out big buttons that are going to take priority over whatever he's doing. He's using the roundhouse, using the stand fierce, the crouching medium kick.
The timing of the buttons have been really great too, but here we go. Mario might be looking for an activation point right now. I feel like there we go, off the heavy kick. That's the bread and butter. He's gonna go for the super. Yes, he's gonna spend it. He needs to have some sort of momentum, even if it's an expensive spin. You spend the cash now to make cash later. Okay, that's what you got to do. In Mario, starting to get things done. You're right. It's an investment, dog. Plus interest. Let me see that interest, though. Let me see that interest.
Yeah. Okay. How is Nephew going to recompose himself? I feel like he actually didn't play poorly that round. It was just not even necessarily a lucky moment from Mario, but just the right place at the right time. and I think Nephew can sit back and keep his game plan going. Oh man, just as I'm talking about that though, we're gonna see maybe a perfect. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Quick.
What a way to
fast
answer
move.
back.
Yeah, Mario was like, wait a minute, let me get my hit confirms. Let me see what I'm about. And he got it done.
Run that corner game. You know, a character like Colleen who does kind of struggle, you know, defensively a little bit. And Karen, as we all know, super oppressive offensively. If she has you in the corner, it's basically game over. And Mario just showcased that.
You know what's really funny is that they've nerfed that corner game, but she still has the fierce and
Right.
crouching medium kick. Like, those are still strong buttons, right? That you can still catch people that still have that reach
And the walk
after the
speed.
throw game. Yeah, and the walk speed's still there too. So like, it's not as strong as last season, but it's still definitely there. Nephew with a
course.
great round start though. I like this round start from Nephew a lot better than how he kind of got approached. But you know that Mario knows that a few crouching medium kicks, he can make up the damage and then some.
Yeah, and Mario's that's exactly what he was doing. He was really looking for an opportunity to counter poke there, and it just so happened it was at the right time that Nephew was pressing the wrong button, and he got the big crush counter for it. Gets a good conversion off the low medium kick here. Throw corner, what's the guess? Oh man, crouching medium punch for the frame trap. Gets the back throw to steal the round.
Man, Mario now the one on match point. This was looking like it was Nephew's game. He was finding the
Yeah.
buttons, but Mario's is navigating his way through the storm. Here we go though. EX. Let me get that corner push. Yeah, using that corner push, using the ender for the hands, and now the throw. Put him in a coffin. Trying to find that opening up the fierce.
Mario, again, really picking his spots to use the stand roundhouse from Karen. Another great button to either gain himself some space or get the big hit with a crush counter. And it's already let him walk himself back to mid-screen, and now Colleen has to try and win neutral again.
I mean, she's still doing good because that heavy kick right there is still swinging. The tree trunk, activation time for Mario. Trying to make the return. We saw it before. He'll spend that bar. He definitely needs to spend that bar to get things done. My man's like, I want to die this way. This is the way I want to die. No other way I want to die. The tech to stay alive. Crouching medium kick. Good conversion right here. Mario swinging things back with the back throw. Activation raw, uncooked, but he's got to do it. He wants to finish off Mario. He knows how dangerous things can be.
Oh my gosh,
Tech,
what?
I can't believe he did that.
I know, right?
My ass would have took the hit. My ass would have took that damn hit, but he didn't do it. Mario, that's a young man reactions. I'm telling you.
I cannot believe the awareness. Is he gonna make this comeback? Oh man, he's honestly one hit away. And look at all the gray life. Look at all the gray life. Are we gonna see an overhead to steal some of it?
Is this gonna be a return?
My
No,
God.
dash up back throw.
Man,
Final game. Final
I got
round.
caught
We are
sleeping
here.
for sure.
Yeah,
Nephew, that was such a great time.
That pacing though, it's one of those things where you don't expect him to dash at that point, but that puts us at final game final round between the two. EX coming on through. And all the way with the corner push, putting all the bar to make it, but the read.
Oh my! Look at the damage here. Look at that's the freaking EX SPD worth.
She needs a back throw though. Mario getting that positioning back in favor, but activation though off the heady kick and lays up the hail.
Delay rise, but gets caught trying to walk back. Didn't protect his toes. Already pushed the corner.
That's done.
Stunned.
It's done. Spinning
Big time.
his bar. Yeah, call the time of death. Call the corner.
Put the toe tag on.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Put the chicken, put the lettuce in it because it's a wrap, dog. Nephew taking it, and just the way that
Really
Nephew
good adaptation.
that's one of those things where like you watch how he played Samurai and other players. Like he's got this really great means of like swinging things back, and some of it's because of V trigger, but the utilization of V trigger to make those moments happen, also to make you kind of second guess your own approach, is what makes him so strong.
Of course.
So he'll be moving on to the winner's side, and I also want to give a big shout outs to the Bushin style out here with the raid. I saw you with the 10-piece.
Oh,
coming
thanks,
through
homie.
the family meal. That's a hungry family meal right here. You know, I'm talking a lot about food because it is Thanksgiving, people. So I hope you guys are out there staying safe and solid with it. You know, I know y'all want to see the fam and stuff like that, but I'm glad you're chilling out here with us, staying at home, you know, staying, secluded. It's all good. We're going to give you some good Street Fighter 5 action in return. Fill up the bellies with the crush counters as we're going to get on this next match here. Let me move down the slot because I ain't trying to get my ass beat. My boy Shadoken.
Not trying to get pieced up by Zeku.
Nah, dog. That's a character that, it's weird because like people talk about him being potentially top 5. And you see Zeku players, well, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. But the thing about Zeku is, all right? The thing about Zeku is he is a sum of a lot of his parts, right? Having two forms, having two characters that are really great, a great V reversal, triggers that aren't really robbery, but that put him in a good position.
Yep.
And if I feel like it's hard to approach because almost every Zeku player the good ones play very different. Some stick to that young form, and it still works out for them, even though you can't jump in on them because they have the V trigger 2. They get the V trigger 2, and they can answer, and that's what's coming on the screen. Shodoken going that V trigger 2 and V skill 2, so we're gonna be seeing some hijinks, people. Hope you like the hijinks. We're going to the zoo.
Obviously, V-Skill 2 is a great pick, right? Because it's going to stop the axe kick approach, or at least put a damper on it, and also give young Zeku that stand light kick confirm. Which, you know, with the damage that Seth can't take, being a low health character, that is going to have to make Chris CCH think twice. Right now, he is going in. He goes for the cheeky reset, and how is he going to close it out? Tries to react and doesn't get it.
That's unfortunate. EX slide, put him in the corner, and the throw as well. No fault, the axe kick, the blessed button right there. The blessed, I should say, special move. Shodoken trying to stay alive. He's lost some health, but you know, this is Zeku who does a lot of stun and damage when he wants to confirm, so finding them isn't always like easy when someone's got B trigger like Seth. Don't let your buttons linger, dog. Don't do it.
And I have to imagine Shodoken has studied this matchup. You know, everybody and their brother has a Seth. This character's a problem, right? And although it didn't come into play there, I'm curious to find out in situations like this in the future where he has V-Trigger active, if he's ready for the fake setups that aren't real block strings off of V-Trigger 1, and if he's going to interrupt them.
Yeah, you definitely have to have that labbed out. I think Zeku could do decent in this matchup, but it is going to be difficult, though, to kind of get that, if you lose that lead, kind of get it back, right?
Look at the damage.
Oh my god, the EX. Puts him down to the ground with the axe kick as well, too. Dash up, gets a throw as well. This is with danger, but he wakes up alive with the mash. That's what's reckless. And we're switching sides. That's the great thing about that B trigger, being able to get out of the corner where doesn't able to run their game plan. That's dangerous. Back though, you still back in there, dog. This is where you live. Start paying rent.
Oof. Okay, trying to fight his way out with that crouching fears. Has to hold the +2 there. Gets caught. He might be dead. I think he's dead. Maybe not.
I'm gonna hold back.
Not dead.
It's a lot of damage, but there's a lot of hits right before it.
Yeah.
So no, my god.
Oh my god.
Your man is dead. I can't believe it.
That's it. And you know what's crazy too is Seth only gets an extra 10 damage when in V-Trigger on CA. Man, that did a lot. The Hecatonkari's punch must not scale very much.
It's ridiculous. I thought he was alive. That is one of the characters that does have like 1,000 health. So I kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, god damn. That's like someone walking. They're walking into the sunset, like the movie's already over, and they look down and they see blood pouring out of their chest. They're like, oh, wait, I can't believe it. But that's the power of Seth. That's the power of this character. You get hit, you think you're not dead, but you are. And Chris is up, want to get Shodoken, who's, you know, come through Winterside. This is one of the first times I've seen him actually in this online series. I'm sure he's done it, you know, offline, but on the online, it's really cool to see him get this far. So I'm sure he'd like to stay there. But to fight Chris CCH, well, it's a tall order, dog.
Yeah, what a reward, right? You played so well, now you get to fight arguably the best Seth on the West Coast. Already taken.
Damn right.
Yeah, taken coast to coast too, right? He already almost had walked down Chris CCH to the other side of the order, and just like that with one bar, he's pushed right back.
Oh,
that was sick. I've never seen that.
That's spicy, dog. Sometimes you don't get the good stuff from the presence. My man definitely opened the right one, and the whip punish using the crouching medium kick.
You know,
Chris on match point.
That is a button that not enough people talk about with Seth that I actually think is almost just as busted as axe kick. Is that crouching medium kick is OD. It is so good.
It's ridiculous. I mean, this is just one of the many things that makes the character really good. Axe kick coming through, getting the pop with the EX as well, but the wake up, using that 3-framer, he's dashing up in there. I like that. You gotta start putting disrespecting Chris CCH. Can't let him run his game plan and feel comfortable. A lot of bar also for Shodoken too.
Yeah, you know, he's sitting pretty, gets the good back throw, that's a cool 200 damage, but he gets that target combo with the conversion. Oh, he tries to go for the mix-up, got a little cheeky. Is this going to come back to bite him?
I like that reset because you're saving the bar and you're going to put yourself in a better position in terms of dealing damage, because right now, a fake confirm like this in the super, it is done. Chris CCH building the bar at the last second. Hit him with the toes. You got to pay extra for that, dog. You got to pay extra for that. You got to pay extra for that one on the OnlyFans, but not here. Chris CCH spends all that cash. Hey, I ain't into it, but sometimes Seth players, jury players might be into it. But listen, what I'm into is seeing Chris CCH moving on in the bracket and Shodoken moving on to losers.
Yeah.
You know, there were moments where I felt like he kind of went on the back foot a little bit, which it kind of makes sense because you're fighting someone as strong as Chris CH. Like, not even like thinking about Seth, but like Chris CH exudes this like, damn, he's all over me, dog. Let him get him off, and he's just beating away, right? But the thing is, I feel like if you are too pensive, he smells that, right? And I feel like with Zeku, he's really a momentum-based character. We talk about how much his stun is. We also talk about like how much damage he can get going. And I feel like there wasn't that kind of that first round that Shodokan had where he was like feeling comfortable. He started getting less and less. And I mean, that is the power of Seth and the power of Chris CH, to be honest, more so than anything, because you can play Seth, but it don't matter unless you use someone like Chris CH.
Right.
But at the same time, Shodokan kind of pull back. So I'm hoping that he doesn't pull back on his next matches. He'll be in losers. Chris CH moving to winners. Moving on to bracket, guys. For that Matcherino code, don't let me see you lacking and slacking out here. I'll come to you. I'll come find you. All right. You'll be eating your turkey. You'll be nibbling on that. I'm gonna slap that out of your hands and say one exclamation mark Matcherino WNF2020.
Oh damn, we're up to $337.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all want to keep that dinner in your mouth?
All right.
Run the code. You get me?
Whoa! Look who donated. You see that? Punk the
Wait,
guy
I can't see the person.
or Pink.
Oh,
Pink is Pink.
Damn,
No,
let's go. He just won that fat prize pool from NLBC. It was over $2,000. Homie's eating good.
Yo, Pink.
Shout outs to
Pink, man.
Thank you, homie. Thank you.
Much love, bringing it, coming through. By the way, since you hit us with the cash, we're gonna run the promo for you, baby. We're gonna do it. All right, Pink is out here, or Punk, the combination, the fusion. They are looking to run themselves in the Capcom Cup. There's a votes out there. I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for. You can vote for whoever you want. There's a democracy out here, baby. But I'm just gonna say that he put forth a little bit of that cash your way and stuff like that. So just look at his stuff. If you feel like you want to vote for him or any of the other people, make sure you guys go vote and make sure you guys stick around for this Great Street Fighter 5 action. Stupendous versus Hilux. Another part of our top 8. Oh, Mad Gear's like, you see what Mad Gear said? My man said Hilux not gonna be out from top 8. I'm gonna go with Hilux.
Yeah, they're gonna redo the stage.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, here, check this out. Look what I can do.
Oh, can you kick him to make it stop? Nice.
Hit him with the butt up.
Yeah. You see what I do?
Hold that, Stu. Hold that.
Stu was rearing up. He was like, "All right, I got my Rog. This matchup, it's not in my favor, but I can work it."
All I gotta say is, you know how many times I used that during Capcom Pro Tour this year?
I'm sure.
I was wondering that because y'all were like, because it would just boot out, and I'm like, oh, okay. But that didn't happen till the end though, because at first it was like we played it out, but the second time, the second half, it felt like they was get booted out, and I'm like, oh, this is immediate.
Yeah. We had to make sure we didn't interrupt the flow, and if we had to explain it to the players too, like, hey, look, if you pick the wrong stage, we're just kicking you out. We're disconnecting the whole lobby. They're like, okay.
That was a smart move. Get
it done quick. No screwing around trying to communicate that. Okay, so we're back on the grid. We're gonna see Hilux Akuma versus Stu's Balrog. It's interesting, and I wonder if it's a personal choice that Stu decided to use Balrog, because I personally think, and I know a few Zangief players actually agree with me, that Zangief beats Akuma.
I feel like in the online presence where we're at right now, I think Zangief can do well. I think that's a character that can definitely, I talk about this a lot. Online and offline, a little bit different, and I feel like having the mistakes that could happen, for Akuma, are way worse online. People don't want to hear it. Akuma, to me, is top tier, but you do have to play your matchups differently, and a character like that is going to be difficult. At the same time, maybe he just feels comfortable using Rog. Sure. And he does have another match to play, so if he does feel like he needs to switch, he can. He also has the Seth, which I know is a pain point for Akuma players. Well, I hear a lot of y'all talking on Twitter and stuff like that. Oh, my character. Well, I'm about to hear a lot of this damage as we get the fourth push from Stupendous, the jab out. He knew the jab. I like that. You can't let this character run that for free, though. You gotta run that 3-framer.
Yeah, you definitely have to pick your spots. Shoutouts to one of the videos Brian F made showing basically how to dismantle that. He's a tech monster, but okay. Oh no, just missed space. It was actually a good opportunity for Stu to take advantage of the positioning there and essentially get out of the mix-up for free.
That's good. And now all the B-bars gone. Well, I'm sorry. There's still some B-bar. My bad. It's the wrong one.
Okay. And it's one hit from either of them.
EX.
Oh, the wrong hit though.
Oh, the
that
punish!
Oh no, he wasn't in range. Yeah, he can't come back. Might as well just try and build meter.
Yeah, at this point, take the throw, time over. I feel like he couldn't come back, but in a perfect situation, you can find a few hit confirms.
Sure.
Maybe not there though. At the same time, he's gonna take that time out. The grinding matchup, that's something that you expect from these two types of this archetype. Wakes up with it. I like that defiance. It wasn't real. Goes in and side switch to the meter list. The one talked about on the Twitters. And this character going in the throw game in the corner still very strong. But here we go, activation.
Okay, gonna take him coast to coast. Oh, he goes for the reset. I like it. Save your V gauge. This next conversion is gonna kill. Okay, now he's not quite dead. He has a little bit of life. Oh my gosh, never mind. Let me fix my face. Let me fix my face.
Are you downplaying on with it? Like you see your character
Hold
on the other side.
I am not downplaying. I am not downplaying. Akuma's ridiculous, but I genuinely Balrog's kind of a big boy. I think he has 1,050. I thought he'd live.
I'm not sure. I have to check that. But I actually kind of thought he would have at least a little bit left. But
right.
The damage that came through, Akuma said no. Akuma said no, dog. You don't get to live.
Hey, just think of Akuma's critical art like Karen. It's gonna kill.
Oh yeah, very similar. Yeah. Yep.
Unless it hits in the air in like some weird way, then it's like it's gonna like clip you for a little bit, and that's it.
Oh right, man, yeah, this is a big. Oh man, that was a big mistake that could have cost him. But Stu catches him with the trip guard anyways, gets a good amount of damage.
EX
and the meter,
up.
And he's gonna die for it.
I love that. That's the thing about Hyperx. I love how he has these moments where he'll wake up with a 3-frame or the EX, and he's like, "Listen, I'm not taking this damage. I know what could come next," and that's gonna save him right there, right?
Yeah.
That EXDP, the 3-framers. But if I'm stupid, I'm looking at that 3-frame like I gotta keep myself even tighter, right? With the meat. Not gonna stay vegan with it. I'm looking at the menu, and all I want to eat is meat. All right, I don't want no. Don't bring me no salad or nothing like that. So that's something I'd be looking at too, because he has some of the best 3-frame conversions in the game.
Yes,
and it's gonna allow him not only like switching positions but also damage.
Yeah, it'll grant him damage as well, and moreover too, it's starting the rock paper scissors mind game. And Akuma is one of the characters, because of his meaty options that are fairly straightforward but also very versatile. He's one of the characters that benefits the most from guessing correctly in those rock paper scissors situations, and against a character like Balrog, who doesn't have a real reversal. That's a very dangerous game, and that's why we see the switch for Stu.
All right, switching it over, and this is one of those maps where you can definitely check with the medium punch, right? And
Jesus,
stakes like this are going to hurt. I like how you already called the time of death, but you're kind of right, because decisions like this will definitely put Akuma on a big back foot, and now it's done. Now you're definitely right. I think this might be it right here, done. This might be done right here. The big headbutt, a little bit left, but I mean, you're in a bad. Even for Akuma, right? Even with Trigger, you have one bar to work with. You can make the comeback, but it's going to be difficult. You can't get checked. That standing medium punch is a really good check in terms of dashes and just normals. So you got to be careful about what you throw out as Akuma.
Yeah. And
we go.
Oh man, okay, this hurts, but he's close to, I like him choosing not to spend V-meter there. That's really smart. And Stu was waiting for it. That's all he had to do. In that situation, Hyperx could have done a demon flip grab to grab the startup of the lariat, but that was a super risky option, so Stu chose the best option that would net him the most reward. Very smart. Yeah,
smart stuff. Stu Penn is pulling this back. I like that. And there's also the other section of this fight where we might see eventually where V-Trigger comes into play and you can't throw out the fireballs as Hyperx. That shuts another part of the game of Akuma as well. Does not get the confirm. Does get punished. You see the big crush? You go right in the CA. You're going to see some damage right now.
He's down to 30%. Not quite. 35.
Activation. Oh, he dials that sucker out.
Yeah. Okay, it's okay damage, and he's sitting okay because he still has full V meter. So essentially, he's got another 400 damage off of a combo if he gets the right hit.
That's true. Does get a hard knockdown as well if he lands something nice and easy, but it's not going to be easy. Pendus has trigger, so a fireball. If you throw it out that long range, you're going to get scooped up. Nice whip punch.
Really good.
P ender.
That was a great whip punch. I'm surprised he went for such an obvious stand piercing.
At the same time,
Go
Probably
ahead.
just trying to activate or something, you know.
Yeah,
like,
for
trying to
sure.
get that going. And here's the suck. The Hoover's on max, and the damage is at its tippy top. Stupendous, bringing it back 1-1.
Stuff. I really like that he didn't panic there, right? He had that moment where he kind of misjudged the spacing and the pace for which he should throw out that stand fierce, got punished for it pretty big, and was put in the corner against Akuma. And obviously, you don't want to be in that situation, but he stayed composed, stayed calm, collected himself and reassessed his strategy, and just the patience was able to get him that last opportunity sequence that would win him the whole round and tie it up.
I really like Hilux, how he played. You know, there was a moment where
Yeah, he
threw out
played
the
super well.
CA. I mean, it's not over between the two. We're gonna go back into it, but I'm curious to see if Hilux is gonna stick to Akuma, if he's gonna go Karen. But I do gotta say that my man ran the meter cane. Like as soon as he got the bar, he spent that CA trying to kill the character. I remember Tokito talking about, like, he's like, you have to kill this character. You have to do whatever you can, spin the bar, whatever you can, do whatever you got to do. And I'm wondering if we're going to be seeing a switch, because he does also play Karen. I'm wondering if we're going to see a switch. That's a painful matchup too, I feel like.
Yeah, it's not great. I actually
stick with Akuma.
I would think Akuma does a little bit better just for the simple fact of having the opportunity to zone and give more varied air approaches, but not by much. Not by much.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be careful what you throw out, Stupendous, with the flex.
Light SPD though, so no OP afterwards.
Careful
Oh,
with
man.
what you throw out in front of this character. The flex, he's got 2 scoops of protein. That's what he wakes up with. He puts the protein in his shake, dog. He's all voided up, dog. You don't know what he's on?
boy.
That's a big boy.
Nice. I imagine we'll start seeing more of the crouching medium kick or stand medium kick buffers into medium kick Tatsu to beat the armor there, because he's already been caught twice. Yeah. Trying to play at a range that Stu can't react with lariat through the fireballs. Good stand medium punch and footsies.
Yeah, that's one of the better buttons to use in this match. Just in general, it's a really good footsies button. And it's really good to check about what Akuma wants to do. The punish, though, on the bad Tatsu. See, if you mess with the Tatsu, that's the other side. If you mess with things like that, Stupendous, he did not catch this, man.
Oh, man.
How does the V-trigger activation? Yo, Hilux is like, listen, I'll take this. I'll take this momentum. I'll take your mistake, and I'll pull it back. EX Fireball doesn't get hit with the suck. Luckily,
That was a
lands just
real
in time.
goofy situation.
If Hilux,
Oh my gosh.
man.
And the classic, it's especially online, it's so hard to walk forward and block in this game. So hard.
Yeah. I mean, even with that, EX Fireball, though, like, he didn't have to go in, but he still done did it. And Hilux now on match point. He's just going in right now. He feels like he's like, I got the momentum. I'm going to ride this sucker. I saw you made the mistake. You didn't punch with EXDP. I am invincible, and I have the armor of God, and I will operate as such. DP anti-air. Yeah, Hilux is on it right now.
He is definitely feeling himself, definitely letting that that high of kind of stealing that last round carry him. No conversion there, but that's okay. He's got such a big life lead, and he's playing confident enough that, but just like this is how it starts. Look, I cursed him.
Just play perfect, dog. Just play perfect. Needy setup, no vegan. And the walk down, you thought? But no, but doesn't matter. The cross-cut EX SPD. One more decision. It better be a good one. It's a bad one. Hilux. Stupendous going to final game, final round. All right? Ain't no washes here. All right? Ain't no big washes in this match right here. Hilux has to be careful about what he does, because it makes these momentum shifts for Stupendous, and Stupendous is starting to be like, okay, dog, I gotta be solid with it. No more messing up. No more slacking the lack, and what a whip punish against a fireball.
You ever just misconfirm a medium kick Tatsu and then lose the whole round for it?
I mean, look, that's what might be going on right here. Hilux not up to this yet.
Good
V-trigger time. Gotta be careful, though, because Stupendous at any time could pull this back throw. The throw pressure, still hot and heavy. Back it on. He just walked up in there, dog. But no, we're closed, sorry. We're closed because of COVID, dog. Why are you coming in here? Put the mask on.
Okay, he's trying. That I don't like
He's
that.
trying for the demon. This is what I listen. If it don't kill, he's still. It's not enough. Stupendous, I thought it was going to be enough, at least to give him a little bit more over Stupendous. But you can't mess up here.
Oh, and there you go.
You're right.
Oh,
You were right.
you can't walk forward and block, and that demon. I get it, homie. You want to tie it up, but that's not gonna kill. Zangief is big Russian man.
That's a big boy, dog. Them stews, they got something different in them. Them stews built different. But no pun intended with that, right? The stews built different. Stew, you see what I'm doing out here. You also see the match arena on the deck, $337.50, people. CM Pink / Punk come through, $238.50. Listen, use that code. Let's get it hot and heavy up in here, all right? I don't want no chili stuff. Let's heat it up, all right? Try and see some good action. And the bigger the pot, I'm telling you right now, the better the action. And I appreciate everybody either putting the code or putting some pocket change shots to Pink / Punk coming through, and the rest of you as well. Let's make this action great as we have our own circuit going on. You know, CPT might have ended, but the circuit ain't ended here, right?
Yeah. Hyperx, you know, they were awesome enough to team up with Wednesday Night Fights specifically for Street Fighter, and for 2 months we have this Hyperx giveaway going on. First place winner is going to get the Cloud 2 wireless, the Alloy Origins keyboard, the Pulsefire Haste mouse, and the Quadcast sRGB mic. Easily over $400 worth of stuff right there. Good quality stuff. You know Hyperx makes good shit. And then if you get second through fourth place throughout the 2 months, you will get the Cloud 2 wireless, which is still a great deal, super solid headset. So if you want to enter that, you can be part of Wednesday Night Fights for until the end of the year, essentially, and accrue points if you get top 8.
That's correct, yo. Like, y'all come through. Yo, either get these hands, or more importantly, get these hands and get them points, okay? That's what I'm trying to see, is some more Street Fighter V action. Trying to see some more people up in this bracket. That's the great thing. When they combine the coast, the entirety of the West Coast, we got to see a lot of the different players, got to see some different people coming through. You know what? Also, before we move on to the next match, while we get things settled, make sure you guys are checking out the channels of the players, too. You know, put them up in another tab. Also, run a follow to them. See what's going on their side of things. That'll give you some salt. Obviously, don't click out. Don't leave our voices to the winds. Okay, don't make me get all hyped and get kicked out of my apartment for nothing. Okay, let me do this for a good reason. But make sure you guys are following Stupendous, Nephew, and anybody else that's streaming. I saw Maggear in here. Make sure you guys are following him as well. Keep in track of all the players that are going on and doing, you know, their streaming, stuff like that. Will give you a good sense of, like, you know, like what's going on, how they're training. Always ask questions, things like that. This is a really good time to get that information and get things going with that kind of stuff. Like, I always tell people, like, you can go on Nephew stream right now, and, you know, tell him he's whack. You know, maybe don't tell him that. Maybe don't do that. But, you know, make sure you guys are following, you know, Stupendous, to all them, click their names, and, you know, run the follows and run some support and love. You know, make sure you see what they're going on, not only Wednesday Night Fights, but after too as well.
Yeah, you know, it's important to make sure that you know, we're supporting everybody in these endeavors, especially in this time when we can't travel, unfortunately. But, you know, a lot of these players are getting a little bit of extra revenue through streaming, and every follow, every subscription, every donation, all that stuff helps. So they, as well as the rest of the community, would greatly appreciate it.
Nephew said, don't do that. Bro, go focus on your match and winner's side, dog. Why don't you go focus on your stuff? I'm going to take back my follow. Can I take back my sub, too? I might have to do that. Man's acting unusual up in this chat, okay? And we're going to get some great matches here for you guys. I am stoked to see. I mean, every week has been great. You know, the variety, level of play. The fact that we have something to play for in terms of the match arena, and also, you know, the Wednesday Night Fight / HyperX thing that's going on, I feel like it's making people like kind of show up like they got like, oh damn, I can't be lacking. I can't be like missing Wednesday Night Fights anymore. I gotta come through. It's like they're like, man, I could be watching you know, Queen's Gambit, or I can come get some points and really keep the practice up. And that's good, because like I feel like we don't have another CPT. We don't know when the next CPT is going to be. Who knows what's going to happen next year, right? So it's good to have something at least to carry us for the next couple of months. Yeah, instead of, because we don't know what's going on. What I do know what's going on is Luigi with the Guile versus Miria going with the Ibuki. Now, she had the Ibuki up in the CPT, and it was looking kind of fresh. I know it's been a minute since she played Ibuki, so it's cool to see her come through the camera.
Yeah, for sure. And interestingly enough, you know, we might see some counterplay here that you know, Lord Daigo has been showing off on Twitter through High Fight. You know, labbing a lot of the reaction punishes and that sort of thing. And I would have to imagine that Guile does well in this matchup. You know, the zoning is immaculate, it's rush down stronger, obviously the anti-air push. So I'm curious to see how Mira's going to make it count. And just like this, actually running V-Trigger 1 We haven't seen
the
that in a while.
bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, light up the floor. Let's see what's up. EX flash kick me out of there with the All-American. Another All-American.
I thought she was gonna land on the
and
boom.
the sweep. He done did it wrong. I know he had B trigger. Yes, I know he had B trigger, but he threw that sucker off. He walked up with the armor of God and threw that sweep out. Luigi with the first one in dominant fashion.
Okay, yeah, and you know, I feel like we see a lot of these rounds from Luigi, right? He's got this pretty interesting mixture of aggression and defense, which is really strong for a character like Guile. And so you see sometimes these like really quick, dominant rounds from a character that's typically defensive. So I wonder how Mira is gonna adjust. Already playing really strong.
Yeah, I mean, really great in terms. We gotta finish off the plate. The flash kick. Once go for the damage. That's a really great thing about the knife edge. You get the damage off every flash kick. But she's grounded right now. She's locked on the lance. Never mind, she's up in the air. She's clear for clearance, dog. Come on through. We just waving her on in with that jump through, and now we are even between the two.
Okay. Yeah, tied up going into the end of the first game. Who's gonna take this? Oh, a poorly spaced EX kunai, but man, what a combo from Luigi there. Gets the counter hit up the stand medium punch.
In the corner, but Luigi bust out with that EX flash kick. He has these moments where it's like, you don't know what he's gonna do. Like, how could you have known that he was gonna do that? I didn't know. There is no way you could have known my man was gonna do that raw on the neutral like that. That's why I love watching Luigi play. Again, bust out with the All-American. Hold the prize. I'm on a diet.
Oh, that two-piece? That combo was so sick. Hit her with the boom part of the flash kick and then got the crouching medium kick afterwards.
So intense. Oh, but the bomb. Yo, Quad just hit out. I was thinking my man had the bar at the bottom. He was like, let me charge it up. Let me unleash this beast, okay? But Miriam said, no, not today. She takes the first one. I like how she's playing because you do see the bust out moments, but you wonder if there could be more damage with some of his combos to kind of close out these rounds, right? Marius the one finding that. We're going back to the character select screen.
I wonder, Luigi, maybe are we gonna see the G pick? I feel like G might, well, the damage is definitely there, right? And you're going to potentially have better buffers in neutral because of stand light kick, down jab, right? And you have access to the command grab, but I don't know if that's necessarily what he needs. It felt like he didn't have a solid game plan to stop the burst moments that came from Mira.
Yeah, I feel like those are the problem, and not really so much the character. I also feel like G isn't really the full move because Luigi looks like he wants to bust out. Like he wants to have that reversal, right? He needs to have something like that, and also to check the air approach in a good fashion, especially against the flash kicks. You don't really have that with G, and I feel like she can kind of run him down. And I don't know if it's like a match where it's like a blow up, but I know a lot of G players like this matchup is still comfortable these days. But Luigi kind of built different. We'll have to see. He is going to G. He is getting presidential with it.
You know, I wonder, does V-Skill beat EX Kunai? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen that interaction.
I feel like it cuts through. And it's still exposed on the other side. Yeah. We'll have to see. This happened to me a couple times. Oh, the throw bait. Unfortunately, the overhead. And this is looking dire right here. He's stuck in the corner with the four flame. Doesn't get the combo. We out of it with the buffer.
This is all G needs. This is all G needs. But Mira is not afraid. Bust out with the EX uppercut and put him back to neutral. Make him earn it. And perfect flip out. As a character trying to make a comeback, you hate those situations. But if you are on the opposing side and you win the round because of that, you feel so good going into the next round.
It's one of the smart things that people really don't talk about in terms of defensive options. Them, and one of them is like flipping out, like you backing away from getting a hit with a light buffer or then continuing a combo. If they're not going to hit with the crush guard button, that's going to be like a life or death situation, and that could have let this G character come back, but it's not happening right here, right? This is the momentum that she had needed. He's like, you switch to G, that's good and well, because I'm going to read this command grab and I'm going to put the stun on the deck. Yo. Miriam, she said, you should have stuck with Guile, dog. You should have hit me with the All-American. You should have hit me with the All-American with the fries. No ketchup, all mustard, baby. Because that was clean.
That was pretty free, I have to say. It's been a while since I've seen Luigi like kind of just lacking answers like that, but maybe Mira's just on something today and looking to just tear through this bracket from the loser side. She's motivated.
I mean, we all know what G can do.
Of course.
All you guys in the chat, all you do is complain on Twitter. Oh, G clip, blah, 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 blah. You whine and all this other stuff. Listen, the thing is, you got to kill that character before they kill you. Obviously, easier said than done. But if you can keep on the pressure like that, they don't get to activate V-Trigger. They don't get to rob you. And there's a desperation command grab that you saw come out from Luigi. And that's a dangerous thing. It's like, as someone who wants to command grab as G, you want to start the game plan, and that's running the command grab and grabbing them on the shoulder and saying, listen, let me talk to you. And you said, no, COVID's still going on, dog. Don't touch me. Put the mask on, bro. Put the mask on. So anyway, she'll be moving on the bracket over Luigi. That's strong stuff.
Very, very convincing. She played excellent. Really, her reads on the Yomi were just on point throughout the entire set, and that's where you see those moments really where players look clueless, because obviously we all know Luigi's incredibly strong player, has won Weds Night Fights a handful of times, basically makes top 8 every time he enters, right? But if somebody is in your head, it doesn't really matter how good you are, you can look like you've never played the game before. And Mira was kind of on that tonight. Yeah.
So let's see how long she can stay on that track. But it's good that she still has the Ibuki pick, and I like the bomb pick to him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious to see more about that. But what we're going to be seeing right now is going to be Stupendous versus Shodoken. We are still on the loser side. Someone else is going to be going home. They're going to be going to the bathroom and crying in the sink. Or they're going to go into the kitchen and eating a can of beans over the sink. I'm not sure which one. What I am sure of is we're going to get some more Street Fighter 5 action. If you're enjoying it, tweet it out. If you're loving what you see, clip this stuff, put it on Twitter, tag me and Mr. Mistopheles, and Level Up.
Hell yeah.
I want to see all the good stuff. Don't leave the clout to I fight. Give some to yourself too as well. You see something sick, be like, yo, this was fantastic. This was amazing. And then you tag High Fight. Then you're like, hey, High Fight, look what I did. Just kidding. Shout out to High Fight, to be honest.
Homie.
Dog, to be honest, I don't know how High Fight checks every cool thing. Dude. He watches all the tournaments.
Yeah, I'm convinced he's a robot.
There's no way he is. There's no way that person is human. High Fight, I need to see your face. All right, dog. That's all I'm trying to say. Well, I'm trying to say that we're going to see, birth certificate. We need a witness. But the witness of great Street Fighter 5 action here. Super versus Shodoken. I feel like this matchup is slightly in favor of Zeku, but you really have to know how to play it. He's got some good buffers against the gas punches. But this character just gets in and starts to damage. You've got to make the return no receipt. It might be kind of difficult.
Yeah, and I think that is going to be a tough situation for Shodoken to deal with, is kind of the pacing in space where Stu's Balrog can use dash punch in neutral, because if you're playing as, whether it's young Zeku or old Zeku, you kind of have to commit in the ranges where you're outside of sweep, and that's where dash punch reigns supreme. It's a bunch of free damage.
Okay, late slide activation goes for the reversal anyway. Sometimes you still want to guess with where that is and how minus it is, or if it's 0, I should say. Supina staying solid with it and clips him low, crease up the shoes. Them things are ugly, dog. Put them away. You're wearing sandals with socks. Get that out of here. What are those? Stupendous with the first one, looking real dominant. You can tell he definitely knows how to play this matchup. He knows how to range let Shodoken kind of, go in these maybe uncomfortable positions and gain the damage and push to the corner. The trade, the overhead benefits him though.
Just out of range for the trade combo though. I think if he would have had EX, he could have confirmed or converted. Excuse me, but that's all right. Oh, there we go. He gets the mix-up. Kind of unintentional, but it works out in his favor. Gets another good forward throw, walking him down. How is Stu going to answer? Trying to build space with that stand fears.
Anti-air on the medium. Keep him outside. The crouch and the kick. Every button going to be even more painful. Finds a slide and the push. Cancels right into it off the block. He's got this corner push. He's got some damage he can definitely put on the deck. He just has to find a way to land these hits. Depends with the defense, but for how long?
Yep, the classic. No. Okay, he can get chipped. Oh, actually, he can't get chipped out. Now he can. If Stu gives him the opportunity. Oh, but he doesn't. Catches him trying to interrupt. Didn't really know how he was going to handle that defensive situation, and Stu takes it. I feel like that was Shodoken's round to win, but he didn't know how to close it out, and that's big ups to Stu and how he wanted to approach that offensively and really limit the options of Shodoken to make that comeback. One of the things I was gonna say is I feel like Stupendous might be pretty practiced in this matchup because of maybe Mushin style. I have to imagine they play a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure they played in the bracket or like they played online and stuff. I'm sure they Stupendous would probably play Shodokan, to be honest.
Oh, for
He
sure.
definitely has a game plan, but now the buffers are coming out for Shodokan. I feel like that was a problem before, and now he's starting to get more off his hits, more for bang for his buck. But now he is getting banged up in his corner. The wake up, he knew he had to check that walk in. That was so smart.
But that was a tough draw right at the end there because he got the crouch jab and his stand light kick from Young Zeku, but he didn't have V-trigger too, so there was no side switch conversion. Gets good damage here, and he's still got a built-in mix-up with the dash, and he gets it. He gets the conversion, closes out the round.
Nice V-trigger confirmed right there. Nice finish. Stupendous, when he turns it on, that's when he starts shining, right? And you gotta be with Zeku. Can't really, I feel like you can't really play a super lane game. You have to be on it with the confirms and on it with the continuous pressure. Once you get in, you gotta stay in, all right? And I like the animal usage too. You know, from time to time, he's kind of throwing that out, but you can't be throwing out too much. I like the anti-airs go for Stupendous. You have to stop the jumping medium kicks because that will hurt a lot. Wakes up with the medium, dog. You gotta get those mediums over vegan, my friend.
No side switch, decides to get the damage and push him to the corner, and goes for the automatic activation off the slide. He's like, okay. He definitely tried there. You can option select that V-reversal and use your V-trigger dash to get through it, but it was just a little early. I like the attempt. He's still sitting in a good spot.
He's just looking for that right moment, right? He's a sniper, dog. He's in the bushes. The glint, you see the glint of the scope? You gotta be careful, Shodokan. Yes, what I say. You see the glint of the scope? You saw the red dot.
He drops
it. Shodokan with the dodge, getting away from that bullet, dog. But there's one more
in
the
chamber.
He
goes for it.
I can't believe it. Dials it out.
Okay,
Still
now,
gets the CA.
This isn't gonna kill, but it's gonna give him the opportunity to go slide into activate for a real mix-up. So what's he gonna do?
That he doesn't get Oki since this kid doesn't get Oki. There's a slide again. It's like an itch.
Smart.
It's like they have a rash. You understand? They have a rash, and they cannot, without 3 seconds, run that slide. Okay. But it makes sense because he had V-trigger, so I definitely understand why. And at the same time, you see a lot of movement back and forth from Stupendous. My man had to get that itch, dog.
I feel like
no cream or get that itch.
I feel like maybe Zeku players and Bison players must swim at the same pool if they got that itch. Because if you got that slide sweep, I feel like you can't help yourself.
Yeah, you definitely can. Vega players there too?
Oh,
Don't leave them out.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Now we're 1-1, Stupendous versus Shodokan.
Ooh, and the dash punches coming in. And those are counter hit too, that hurts.
I like that jump Pierce though. Right at that right range, and now the switch to Young to try to get the impression on. We haven't seen Stupendous go to the air too much. Finally does, but the light punch anti-air. Slide crush counter the knockdown. He doesn't go for the setup. Switching to ult, he's going in for that Oki. Using ult, getting the counter hit. That's a ton of damage. Fine DP, you're the block on the overhead. Hexadome. Caution, falling punches right here. Falling overhead.
Oh, that killed. That did so much damage on the fall-ups. There wasn't a lot of scaling. I like Stu spending it there, Take the round, put the pressure on Shodokan to make this 2 round straight comeback.
You can build a bar, I feel like, reliably, because you're going to be running that rush punch, right, a lot.
Exactly.
So you might as well spend it right now to make sure the job is done, especially against any character Street Fighter. Good jumping against the Koku.
That hurts. God damn.
Oh, you checked the red up there?
Right?
Damn, relax.
Oh,
relax. You make him see stars that dude can't write for a week. They said, draw a straight line, Shodokan. My man is scribbling. The brains are mush.
He's got the Mortal Kombat finish him. His head's just like a baby, like a newborn baby, just no muscles in his neck.
My man is a rubber. That neck is just, my man is shook. But Stupendous was not shook as he took that. That was ridiculous. That was good stuff for Stupendous, proving that he still has a Balrog, proving that is still strong, improving. Then you move down to the back line because the rest of the competitors are coming through. I'm gonna get that one here. Come on,
We've got Mira fighting the other Mario Bro.
Oh, in trouble.
Now
might be some trouble here.
Definitely, for sure, it's going to be the Ibuki pick. Laura does not do very well against Karen. Karen's footsies are way too strong. And so we're definitely going to see the Ibuki pick. Ibuki Karen, I think, is actually a fairly even matchup. As
feel like
long as you don't let EX Kunai overrun you in neutral and like cause scramble situations where you can't take the damage, but I feel like it's fairly even.
We'll have to see right here. I'm curious if she's gonna go with that pick. You know, she probably won't go with the lower pick for the reason that you said. But I'm curious, like, if it gets down to like you feel like the Ibuki's too rusty,
Yeah,
you play out
sure.
your bad match out, because we've also seen Pink Slash Punk. He played at NLBC today, and he ran a bad matchup. He's like, Karen ain't the work,
Okay.
Mario versus she's running the lower pick. This
Okay.
it's probably a factor of where you're like, on paper this sucks, right?
Yeah.
This ain't fun, but I am more comfortable in this matchup, and I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah, and you know it is one of those situations, as is the nature of a grappler. It's like if you get in, you know, against a character that doesn't have an uppercut, the opportunity for mix is there and it can hurt. But it's about getting past that wall of defense, whether it's the stand fierce, whether it's the stand medium punch or the crouching medium kick. Whatever it is, you have to work your way in. But right now, Mira is putting Mario back in the corner.
EX jumps over though. Here we go. Damage on the deck. One of the things that, you know, Laura can get is damage after stun, but Mario getting a lot of damage pre-stun.
Yeah.
All these combos dialed out, all this damage dialed out. Mario takes the first one.
And you saw textbook Karen play there, very similarly to Cammy. Just all of these bread and butters lead into one another seamlessly, and it can feel so easy to just feel helpless like you got hit by a train.
She's got really good synergy between her buttons, right? I feel like her, Guile, and a few other characters have that, and also the damage that comes out. You check the red right here. It's time for Robert. You gotta put the hands in the pocket. But I feel like Garuda is up. You got the Garuda guards and everything. There's one more hit to do it. The jump in. You came to the Garuda truck. They had all the armed guards, and all you got is just a pencil to fight with. Nah, it's time to switch. Miria. It might be time to switch to the Ibuki, because even in that matchup, you saw not even like matchup specific things, but just constant pressure of neutral and not being able to start the game plan. There wasn't even like the meticulous factors of going through the fireballs, right, with the EX dash and things like that. Just running the game plan of footsies, but she's sticking with it. She's sticking with it.
I'm surprised, but again, it could just be a matter of comfortability. But Mario has to feel good in this position, right? To have such a convincing win over Mira, who had just dismantled your brother not long ago. You know, it must feel good to get revenge, but a misconfirm from both of them. But Laura gets the better of the exchange,
Yeah, at least able to get the command grab, throwing out the fireball, throwing out that EX to chase down. That's one good thing you can deal with. If they don't have bar, you don't have to worry about too much with the wake up medium. This is going to be a side switch right here. That's going to definitely allow some of that pudding better. But finds a gap, mind the gap, side switch with it too.
Okay, gets the backdash. Luckily, doesn't get caught with the V reversal. Is able to block it. Okay, good, and that's gonna close it out. The mix-up after the light punch elbow, the classic.
Round two.
She's finding some stuff. She's finding some gaps right here, right? And I like the round start where she starts to get the momentum and keeps it. I feel like you have to have that in this matchup. Keep that momentum going. Keep that live lead going. It might be taken away from you, because then you can play with V-Trigger later on if need be, if necessary. EXDP on the wake up. Mario busting out. Still falls to the fireball and the side switch. And you see the constant switch of the pacing of the area too. She's like, I don't want to be in the corner, and it's really smart to get out of it. But here's the activation time.
Okay, we've seen Mario go for that a couple of times and gets caught with the V reversal there. That is a tough situation. This EX fireball is slowly pushing him towards the corner, and Mira still has a little bit of gray life to take away. Okay, it's all recovered now. Another EX fireball, hold it, and busts out with the EX uppercut.
I can't believe he did that. My man just threw that sucker out. He's like, he saw the movement, and he assumed he shot it out.
Yeah.
There he is. Oh my gosh, he's going in with a throw. One more hit though. One more touch to tap. The command grab will do it. Just like that, we are even out between the two.
Yeah, and one thing I really liked seeing there, right in that very last sequence, Miria did double jab into delayed command grab. It wasn't immediate, it wasn't an actual tick throw. There was a little bit of a delay because right at the end, Mario got the meter for an EXDP. And Mira was like, I'm not going to give him the chance. Just slow it down a little bit. If he DPs, I block it. Otherwise, he's getting command grab. Very smart stuff. Good adjustment to her offense.
Those moments are what set, you know, the casual,
yes,
you know, the golds and the plats and things like that, even the diamonds, away from these top level plays, right? And they're so minute that maybe a lot of people don't see that as like you know, they don't catch those things. They're like, yeah, it's so hard that I always lose to the low tier characters
Yeah.
and stuff like that, or I shouldn't like low tier characters or lower spectrum of characters or players and stuff. But that's the things that you have to stay solid in this match.
Exactly.
So we're gonna see if there's gonna be like some time taken, because we know that Mario ain't got no other characters. Just running
Right.
the Karen, I have never seen Mario run anything else.
He's a Karen
Probably just
simp,
needs a
one
second
might
to
say.
think. Hey, sometimes you stick it with one. You sip it with one, that's A-okay. Some of us simp with a lot of characters. Me, I'm a simp for like
Oh wait, what
half the cast.
happened? What happened?
no.
That wasn't 2, right? That was just 1-1.
No, this is one. I think maybe
Yeah.
they thought it was one, or I
That could
thought
be.
it was 2 or whatever. It could be. That might be the issue. So probably just
Also,
gonna
I
invite him
was
again.
I was just gonna point out if we are talking about simps, I wouldn't mind simping for Karen because she's super rich, so she could be my
Hey.
sugar mama.
You're right. I
Yeah.
mean, well, yeah, I feel like that would be one. At the same time, I don't know. I feel like Karen, or if I had to get that PS5, lock that PS5, is Karen or Urian. Because Urian got
Okay.
a whole like Illuminati, got a
True.
whole group. He can pull his connections. He's like, you can't get a PS5? I got you. Here we go. I need some people at Walmart.
Yeah. He's friends with the Waltons.
He's got someone in the back pocket, dog. That's how it be. Listen, if you gotta think about your simps, right? Okay, you gotta think about where you're gonna simp to when Sugar Mama's dead. Listen, it's hard to find those councils. Okay, I've been trying to get one a little bit here and there, and I'm like, I'm giving up. I'll wait till next year. But I'm just saying, if I had Urian or Karen behind my back, maybe pull favors. I'm
That's
just
a wrap.
saying. Yeah. Have you guys seen the dudes that have like the stacks of PS5s?
Dude,
Like,
it's gross. I hope that shit catches on fire.
they come back to their house and it's just caught on fire. I will say one thing though, it's gross to buy a bunch of them like that. But if you buying and selling like that, like, do what you gotta do. Because here's my thing: if you're buying one right now, because I've heard issues and stuff like that maybe going on with the systems. Who knows? Because it's always the first one of any systems. I'm gonna let that stuff shake out. Y'all can deal with that.
Right,
What
right.
happened to me is after a couple months, they'll come up with another edition or whatever, and I'll be sitting solid. Yeah. Oh, I can wait. Hope you guys are enjoying Street Fighter 5 action, guys. We're waiting for them to come on back in the lobby. Happy holidays to all y'all. We want to give some thanks, get the beat now, because we are thankful that we have some great Street Fighter 5 action. Thankful to share it with you all. Every single week, every Wednesday. We've been doing this for a damn long time. It's been the beginning of
it's been a minute.
COVID. Yeah, to now. Like it's a couple more months. It'll be a full year of online play.
That's so
and
crazy.
I'm happy to have this. To be
Oh,
honest,
for
we could
sure.
just have nothing at all. We could just be
Yeah.
sitting here like slumped over, like.
Grinding ranked with nobody to entertain.
Could you
Getting mad at
imagine?
another EXDP. Yeah.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. That's why I'm here with you guys right here on the mic instead of the sticks. You gotta take a break. And what better way than to play in a tournament? And if you lose, you hang out with the people. If you win, you get some fat prizes at the end of the season. Remember, 12/30, the end of next month. The winner and the second, third, and fourth place people will definitely get some fat sack in terms of prizes from HyperX. Shouts to them. Shouts to Weds Night Fights for again producing another circuit event for the people to kind of hang out with. I know CPT over, but it's good to have something else. I'm so sad, dog. CPT's over, dog. I'm so
Especially
upset.
for you, right? You finally
was
got your
just starting
chance
to
to
wild.
eat, right?
Bro, you don't understand. After the second one, I was like, okay, I can
Right.
unleash a little bit of the cola. I was starting to get with it, and then they were like, I mean, I got to give them credit. I got a lot of them, but
Yeah.
like, it was just like the fact that there's not any more, and I was like,
Right, yeah.
but to be able to see Jawa, compete and get that, it
Dude.
was like the greatest cap. I was like,
So sick.
Jawa, let's go.
So sick.
I was
I'm
like,
so
couldn't-
happy for him.
Oh man, you've seen him at so many tournaments too. You see
Dude.
that dude just sitting down, right?
Literally everywhere. I'm surprised I didn't see him at Equalizer in Ohio. He's everywhere, man. Honest to God, I don't think, except for maybe Justin Wong, I don't think I've ever seen a player travel to more, because it's not even just like premier events. He went to ranking
Right.
events all over the world. It's
so
like he
ridiculous.
never had a week off. It was crazy.
I don't know how you get the money to travel like that,
Right?
homie. is mad cool with it if he's doing that. Like I gotta give him credit. He was working his way for 4 years, and he does it from the comfort of his home in pajamas, just maxing, chilling out. And he was like, "Yo, I just did it from my house. I don't know why I just, I guess it wasn't like this before, but kind of ironic that this happened."
All I gotta say is, I think he leveled up since our last meeting at Evo. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, I forgot about that. Vying with the Kage too. I remember.
Oh wait, yeah, I do remember that. That was on stream.
And that's a bad matchup for Kage. Arguably his worst.
Man,
I disagree. It's not his worst.
Oh really? Fair enough.
No, it's because Kage can hurt Akuma. And he gets his V trigger quicker than Akuma.
That's fair.
So like, and for the most part, you're gonna play straight up footsies. You're not gonna throw fireballs to open you up.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of like confirming and doing the same thing Akuma does, but with a little bit less options. But same damage, less options. Yeah.
Damn, I forgot about that.
That was sick.
I remember watching that, like I was looking to the left and like at Evo and just seeing that on the screen. I'm like, there's no way. And I was like,
every year.
Kage?
It's every year.
Yo, show me more of that.
I think it was Knuckle Dude the year before.
Oh yeah, it was. He took down Knuckle. He took down Knuckle Dude.
Yo,
I will show you, Rotary Lover. I will show you pictures on Twitter tomorrow. Maybe I'll show it with my dog or something like that. The Astro. Shout out to Astro City with the fight. I got the hitbox. I'm a cheap box person.
Oh hell yeah, nice dude.
So shout out to them to get that. They hit me with that custom. I'm sticking with the cheap box. You see Japan doing it too. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Japan doing it too. Now we're gonna be seeing who's on the train going towards closer and closer loser side of this bracket of the finale. It's 1-1. Let's see who can get it done.
Tied up. Already starts off with the light punch elbow into the command grab. Sunset wheel. Guess. Backing away from the fireball. Smart stuff. Oh, a little late on the punish with the sweep. Blocks it though.
Still gets a little bit of damage off that sweep though. Get some damage in this corner too. The stun is rising.
Oh man.
She is rising to the perfect. All she needs is one more hit to do it. And you get caught with the fireball. You see the sweep trying to activate. No go. That's the smart stuff right there. You see the meter at the bottom. You put out an option they can't deal with. Mira dealing with Mario. Match point. You thought the other brother could do it? I don't know about that. You didn't call your brother in? I'll piece him up too, she says. I'll piece his ass up too.
Your whole family.
Yo, bring your grandmas into this too. Throw hands. Everybody hits the command grab. It's unfortunate.
This is how it starts. You know what? I wanted to see Mira dash up super on Wake Up. That's what I wanted to see. How wild would that have been?
I don't know if that would have finished, but that would have hurt. But she's looking right here. You're going to see the super just as you asked, and you are definitely dead after this. The finish. Mira taking over Mario.
What a jump out.
Bring the whole family to the cookout. I'll serve y'all a plate. Every single one of y'all. She gonna take that one right there. That's the strong stuff right there. I love that acclamation that she did. And we talk about what's on paper, obviously in matchups and stuff like that. But we've been seeing time and time again when people feel like they have practiced a matchup so much with one character, even if they're losing, it may not matter. We've also seen players like we just saw Pionk out there dealing with Poison, which is not a fun matchup for Karen. He's like, listen, if I get in, I'm getting the job done. All right. And so sometimes it just matters more about the player and how they play. And we saw today, you're taking over the other brother. Damn.
Taking down all of Nintendo. And, maybe that's in fitting fashion with how they've been acting lately with Smash. So maybe Mira secretly is a Smash Brothers stan. She's like, look, this is for all my homies you're not letting me eat. Get out of here.
He's like, I got y'all right here. We're going to get y'all with some more matchups. I mean, that's the thing about Street Fighter V, right? There's a lot of people talk about matchups and stuff like that. It's very important, It's always going to be part of the game. But if you're an accomplished player, it don't matter, right? Like it's one of those things where it matters, I should say, less.
Sure.
And Miria proving how strong she is. And that just shows you the strength of a lot of people in the West Coast in general. That just, to me, shows like how strong everyone is. Even the matchups they lose, they're still winning these games. And we're going to get some more games on the way. Looks like we're in winner's side here, I think. So this winner's finals right here. Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes. And Chris CCH busting out the Sakura. I like to see it. I think Sakura will do well with that stand light kick buffer. Moves super strong, gets a lot of punishes otherwise that weren't there. And that's gonna make Colleen have to think twice about some of her block strings and buffers.
Like that right there, you gotta be super careful about throwing that out. If you know Chrissy CH catches win, he's gonna punish. And then also the fireball game too as well. You introduce that as a problem and set up for the light kick right there, DP ender. You've been running a little bit more the Sakura lately, and I love to see it.
Yes, you know he's basically the only. Well, no, I'm sorry, I forgot about Spaceboy. How could I forget about the dude on my coast? Him and Spaceboy are basically the only two Sakuras in the U.S., but they are both incredibly strong. And I love, just like you were saying, I love seeing Chris CCH going back to this character and representing, showing how strong she is. Right now, having a little bit of a tough time dealing with these V-trigger normals. You know, they get the extended hitbox on them, and it can be tough for a character like Sakura, who does have relatively good footsies, but not all around. Her footsies are much more niche.
Yeah, a little bit difficult. And that great life built up, but you see Chrissy CH still blocking everything out, and that trigger's winding down. I like this play from Chrissy CH. A little bit more calm and not rushing it. Finds a fireball DP ender right there and able to get the throw as well. This being able to wait out her trigger that lasts for a century and a half. He said, I'll wait. I'll wait for you. But
the reaction.
He had to do it because he wants to get that lead, but the damage is not there. What's the wake up option from Chris? He's gonna block out. Makes him eat an EX fireball. The stuffing. It's a side of stuffing.
That was so smart from him. Waited just as long as he could, because in that situation, if he was gonna, whether he got hit or he was gonna take it, it was gonna take long enough that he would get chipped down or just die, and he was gonna win the round anyways. Really like the patience there.
Yeah, it was almost a normal situation, but the EX fireball, I like that option in general. And now the light confirm right here, the 8P. Dash up, try to get the back throw. I like the reads from Nephew though. He's like, I don't want to be put in the corner against this character. But here starts the game plan of being able to start the momentum. And when you have the bar, the V trigger, that's the biggest shift right here. You talk about Colleen, but that V skill also getting that full corner push too.
Oh, dude, Sakura, now that she has that V skill too, both of Sakura's V triggers are just amplified so much. And we're seeing that already stays in front. Chris CCH willing to just block it out. Now Nephew backs off and decides to throw hail, but he's working his way back in and reacts through the fireball, closes it out.
You know, I saw Nephew, shouts to him on the YouTube, making that content grind, talking about how, like, you know, there's matchups where, you know, obviously you shouldn't do the fireball, but when you have V-trigger and bar, you know, VT bar or, you know, EX bar, you just move on through, and that's something you have to worry about if you're Chrissy CH or anyone that uses that stuff. Now you put in the corner, Nephew working his way, but here's the activation. We've seen this being a turning point so many times before.
And he got the back row, which is pivotal. He tried to react and get the air-to-air, stopping Nephew from jumping out. And although he got caught, it was still an okay situation. But he gets caught with the crush counter there as well, pushed to the other corner and has to guess.
Jumps in. I can't believe that back jump worked. Back though as well. Here we go. Chris CCH has a lot of bar to work with, but he's got to be careful of what he does. Any conversion right here from Nephew is going to spell doom. Gets open up low a little bit though. The hail blessing, the dome. The sign was there. Caution falling ice. Nephew takes it over Chris CCH in this first one, but still, we got a lot of games to play. Is a first of 3. We'll be seeing some more action on the way.
So that last opportunity right there where Chris CCH hit the recovery of the EX hail with his down medium punch. I guarantee that was supposed to be down medium punch into uppercut super, but the uppercut didn't get strike invincibility quick enough.
That's unfortunate. I like that read from Nephew with the crush right there, but you know, Chris with the return no receipt was the DP on. With the fireball, careful with that.
Trying to whip punish and lands it right there. Pushing towards the corner, hits the down medium kick, just for a little bit of chip damage, but gets caught with the end of the sweep, that double hitting sweep just like Guileless.
Gotta be careful about that. There's always a second hit. The buffer, the crouching medium kick, that button is so good. Again, finds the buffer, spins it for the EX, the throw as well. Needs to find one more hit. Nephew looking for the activation point. Opens him up low.
Okay.
We're gonna see the dirt. Yes. You gotta see the mix. It's Colleen. She's a bartender sitting behind the bar. What do you have? What are you having, sir? We put a little sprinkles, something on it.
She's a veteran. She's got the swizzle stick.
Yeah, she's doing all she's throwing up in the sky. Chris CCH with a sobriety, dog. He said 10 months sober, baby. I don't need any of that.
He's got his chip.
I don't need any of that. I'm good.
He's got a straight edge tattoo.
Root beer for me, please. Along with that, you guys, you out there, whatever you choose, whatever you want to drink. You know, if you want to drink, you're cool, whatever. It don't matter. As long as you're a cool person, that's what matters. Let's get back into it. Nephew with a fat lead, throwing out some heavy punches with a walk-up throwing to hail, made him waste some of that EX bar, unfortunately.
Yeah, and really taking advantage of Sakura's arguably her best tool, which is her walk speed. Exceptionally good, has a good dash too, and her mobility really lets her, coincidentally enough, kind of skate around the screen and control neutral in other ways characters can't, and that's probably something Colleen's not used to.
Yeah, it might be something that, not having to deal with, like, other characters that have this, like, walk speed, EX fireball, stuff like that, and the crouching media kick, the danger of that. What did I just say? I just told you, the crouching media kick, that's a problem. And you're dealing with it right now. Finds a good kick, his CCH, adding them up. In terms of damage and the stun, it might be done. Hold these plus frames, my friend, and hold this light kick. Chris CCH with the return.
Right there at the end, that was really, really good awareness and game planning from Chris CCH. He had seen in so many situations before with sequences like that, that after certain situations, to try and mitigate the pressure, Nephew liked to press buttons there, and he just preemptively counterpoked, stuffed it out.
Now we're even between the two. Try to get a jump in, didn't work.
They both trade, but Chris CCH gets the better of him. Gets the V-trigger sweep and gets V-skill. And already has him in the corner at 50% life.
That fears the blast button, baby, coming through in the clutch. Finds the right moment to get enough for the activation. Put him in the coffin with the throw. And you gotta be careful how even you walk back. Because he's gonna wait on the Fierce, but the EX fireball actually lands, gets a DP ender as well. The crouch immunity kick. How many times are you gonna not watch your toes? You bought this for premium, but you go back, fireball pressure, don't matter. Chris CCH knows he just needs one hit, can stay super solid. He's gotta be careful with it.
He'll take these throws, that's okay. He can still take 2 more throws before he really has to worry. Nephew's trying to find that clean hit, and he gets the mix, but the jump back jab, genius. The awareness, the situational awareness there is so strong from Chris CCH.
Being able to put around on the board, but you saw how desperate that is between the nice anti-air of the Pressure Fierce, being able to disallow that jump in pressure, because he sees that Nephew's trying to read the fireballs, but this time comes through in the clutch and gets a full corner push, puts the hands on the man. Icy, but the EXDP gonna heat things up, put back to the screen. I can't believe he just woke up with the mash. I love it. I'm gonna put some options on you. Activation though for Chris CCH. You see the constant momentum.
It's chase down.
Hot pursuit, baby.
Need for speed up here. Okay, hold these plus frames, and now Chris CCH is content to he was content to zone, but you gotta watch out for that. We talked about that before the match started. Gets good conversion off the crouching medium kick, and now he's 1 combo away from taking it. He's wave dashing.
He just dash on there. He's like, yo, he's wavy up in here. You got that wavy. Gotta find those confirms though, Nephew. Gotta be really careful. Now the V-trigger's off the table. That's one thing you don't have to worry about. Her CA damage isn't super hefty, so that may not even be an issue, but she can definitely lay the damage off. She finds the confirms, rush up the light. We've seen it before so many times, even outside of V-trigger. But Chris CCH is in a very dominant fashion. The right kick right there needs to check one more. Oh, just for the super. It's not gonna kill. It's gonna put him in a good position, but this is unfortunate because there's no bar to work with.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, wow, the gutsy dash up crouch medium kick. The move is incredibly strong. It's +1 on hit, or +1 on block even. He tries to go for the shimmy and no dice. Chris CCH harassing him with these fireballs, just throwing to zone him out. And oh my gosh, that was so sick.
Falls to the fireball. The pacing was too much. He jumped right after. He's like, listen, I'm going to wait bait, and I'm going to reel it on in and take that win. There's 2 on the board for Chris CCH over Nephew. And you see the strength of this young man's play, this young man reactions. It's hard to pace that momentum, right?
Yes. I feel like Chris, he actually, watching him play reminds me a lot of Snake Eyes. He's got this almost grappler hunger to him, where he's not afraid to chase down his opponent. He understands when to be aggressive, when to set the pace and lead the way, pushing his opponent toward the corner. But he also is great at adapting to slowing it down when he needs to, and that's what happened right at the end. He slowed it down through all those fireballs, and at the last second charged the fireball just a little bit, so that when he jumped in the air to try and match the pace, he would fall right on it. Amazing stuff.
Deadly stuff. I mean, this is Chris CCH showing, what's good, why he got that 4th place. I definitely see that. It's almost like a feel-based play too. Like he's like, I feel like you're going to do this, and that's something you gotta have. Even in Street Fighter 5 at the higher levels, like people kind of say like that's not really about this kind of game. Like this game is really about this, but I think at the higher levels you can really implement that kind of play, especially with characters like this that can start that momentum with that speed and the changing of like their fireballs and stuff like that Sakura can do. Chris CCH on game point here.
Ooh, big crush counter, but doesn't get the follow-up. Chris CCH able to use the block string there and EX fireball to make it safe. Now, how is Nephew, again, out of range, no conversion, but he does get the forward throw, and she gets a little bit of OP off this.
Right, activation, B skills, pick up.
Wait, is he...
back throw?
Is he allowed to switch V-trigger if he won?
Listen, we're local. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I mean, fair enough. Anyways, okay, I'm sorry, Nephew trying to make a comeback. That's gonna kill. God damn, that's a lot of damage.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay, hold it down for a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah, no problem. Both of them sitting around mid-screen now, throwing a fireball. Doesn't get the whiff punish off the stand roundhouse. And Nephew finds the hit, puts him in the corner, puts him under pressure with the hail, and blocks the EXDP. This is gonna hurt. Gets the target combo, build the V meter. Forward throw. What's it gonna be? Guess on wake up. Okay. Space it out perfectly so he couldn't get punished. And just harassing with the stand light kick and the perfect buffer from Chris CCH. Makes him hold the plus frame. Now walking him down. Nephew's sitting pretty. He can just chill. He can take these throws. That's fine. Another one. Yep, don't get caught slipping. Watch your toes. I like that option. The quick startup of EX Hail beating out the fireball attempt. Walking out of range. Chris CCH is out of V-trigger now, but he does have a pushback of butter. And the whiff punish. The whiff punish into the V-trigger ender, into the ice hand. Good damage, good way to close it out. He took the awareness of the kind of desperation from Chris CCH there. He knew that he had to make the comeback. And Nephew could turn that on his head a little bit and walk Chris CCH down because he was one hit away from losing. So how offensive can you really play, right? You have to be careful because one hit and you're dead. I like the crouch spears there. Okay, that's gonna be a punish. Yep, Sakura, stand light kick, max range. Gets caught with the crouch medium kick trying to walk out. Doesn't want to get back. Gets the big crush counter, follows up the V-skill into the uppercut.
Guys walk into a 2-2 right here.
Yeah.
Help between the two. Nephew making the adjustments.
Nephew played really, really solid last game.
We'll see if we can keep that up though. Trying to stay solid like a rock out here. B-skill push though. The push to the corner. We talked about that B-skill being so good against like that corner carry. And let's see the strength right here. Keeping a character like this in the corner. Trying to eliminate those defensive options. Making you spin bar to get out of the corner. So here's just a normal push. Chris CCH with the pressure. This is the EX baddie step. That's what I was talking about. That you have to spin bar to get out of the corner.
Oh man, big damage. Gotta hold the hail pressure. Makes him spend the V reversal, and now just harassing with buttons, and gets side switched on him. That was a great opportunity to jump out from Chris CCH. Nephew trying to walk back in and get some damage.
Try to find that final hit. Dash up. I can't believe he got the counter hit. This is going to allow him some damage. The corner push, but Chris CCH is sitting on a lot of bar. It doesn't matter. Put him in a coffin. Put him in a coffin. Final game, final round. I'm sorry, not final game, final round. It's a final round for Nephew.
Yes.
If he makes it, he only has one away, taking the momentum back from Chris CCH.
Chris CCH tried to go for a little bit of a shimmy there, but Nephew didn't bite, so there was no reaction from Chris CCH. He just gets hit with another stand round. He's been eating that all game, and he's swinging back his own, controlling space with that big button from Sakura, trying to position himself so he can throw fireballs and counter poke a bit better.
Finds the crush, finds the V-skill as well too. Again, there's a bar there as well that really helps to get that momentum, and this is the momentum that Chris CCH needed this entire time. You see the damage is done. You forget about it. We forget about it. Sakura can do the damage too. All those Sakura down players out there, I see you. I see what's going on. You can't fool me. I mean, she's got to get those confirmed. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's some things that she's definitely lacking it. But the damage when she has trigger is not one, especially when she's got bar. Rush from Nephew, round start, already putting Chrissy Sage in the corner though.
And he, oh, what a perfect, he read the pacing, understood how Nephew had been reacting to those situations earlier, and jumped out at just the right opportunity. And already like this, he has scored 45% damage and is about to close this round out. What if he gets
the tech to stay alive using each vanity step? I love that option. You gotta spend bar for it, as we said before, but like you gotta get out the V skill. That's expensive right there, but try to get the damage on the deck. Gets hit with the fireball anyway. DP Ender. Was it the fireball for the lead? But the V skill right through. Was it right through the wake of light? I can't believe it. Chris CCH checks him coming on in. Says you have to mind the speed limit. Checks a dash, mind the speed limit, dog. You're going 60 in a 25, all right? You need to slow down. It's a kid zone right here, all right? You're in a school zone. Relax.
I really liked Chris CCH's game plan there right at the end. He had caught on to Nephew's propensity to use the V-trigger hand to go through the fireballs, right? And he had such a big life lead that he's like, okay, if that's how you want to play and you're feeling desperate to get damage, I'm going to throw these fireballs in obvious spots. You're going to use that, but it's going to use up your V-trigger, then you can't make the comeback. It was super smart awareness and just a really solid strategy. Also, I just want to say real quick, I think I misspoke about Chris CCH. I don't think he switched. We just didn't see him use the enhance or what is that? Her V skill?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't want people to feel that like I'm calling him out. It was just a mistake on my part. I apologize.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get back into it. Let's go Stupendous and Miria versus each other right now. So we're gonna get back into it. Let me just do one more thing. I'll be right quick. Hold it down one more time, all right? I'll be right back.
Not a problem, homie. Do what you gotta do. Thank you so much for sticking with us tonight, guys. This is going to be losers semifinals. We've got Mira versus Stupendous. Likely to be... Well, I actually don't know. I was going to guess it was going to be Balrog versus... Or, excuse me. Zangief versus Ibuki. Because the other matchups don't really line up.
Fight.
Oh man, and already doing the short hop jump in into the SPD. Now, that was a light SPD, so no Oki off of that. Gets caught off the sweep. Okay, Stu just swinging. Now he's willing to play patient. Perfectly spaced, gets the counter hit. Yep, gotta be careful with that flex. Okay, and spaces that correctly too. No SPD, I thought for sure EX SPD was coming. Stupendous is getting close to V-trigger. He gets it, but at what cost? Gotta hold this mix. Oh, and just mashes into the target combo. I like it. This is gonna be a kill. Good conversion from Mira there. Strong combo to end it off. Just the right amount of damage. Built strong meter. Almost back at a bar for that EX kunai. No punish. Yep, perfectly spaced sweep. Can't get punished by Zangief. That's a drop, though. That's an expensive drop. This hurts. Gets Oki. I love it. Trip guard XP, EX SPD. Hold another one. Okay, good throw tech. That was a ballsy throw tech, but that could have been big time disaster. No conversion. Okay, gets the sweep, and now she has V-trigger. Stu has to be careful about the crouch medium kick. Oh, and spacing it out just right that he can whiff punch with that stand medium punch. Such a good footsie button from Zangief. That was a good trade. Good jump in. Ooh, that was tricky. Just out of range. Okay, she's got another bomb. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that stayed in front. I got mixed. Oh no, Stu, he's not gonna die for this. Oh, he is! The conversion. Mira had it lined up. She knew just the right combo to call so that she could close it out. That was a Shien combo. That awareness was top notch. That's why she's in loser semis. That's why she's been tearing through the loser side of this bracket. Just absolutely murdering. Good first game from her. Stu obviously running it back with Zangief.
Fight.
Good stand medium punch again. That's going to be the go-to footsie button, right? Get a good amount of damage against a relatively low health character like Ibuki and keep her out.
Okay, Miri got one. Yo, yeah, just some other neighbor stuff. So
yeah, no worries.
Good now. Miri got the first one. It looked like she's running a Ibuki pick with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had really strong conversions off of misplaced flexes from Stu.
Oh, okay. So you should keep this up. Loser semis being a first to two right here means that there's not much room to play. So sticking with the deep pick. Curious.
No quick rise after the bomb. Smart stuff. He's gonna be close to dead. Okay, gets the OP. What's it gonna be? Oh, and just
EXDP, wake up.
I like it. Holds. Yep. Doesn't bite on the crouching medium kick. Stu's playing slow. Yeah, slow and steady. Composed. Blocking his toes. Good chip damage.
Good trigger, I should say. And the check though with the medium. That was really looking like it was Miri's around the entire time. Like we were looking at Miri's around like she had the momentum, but well, it takes a few hits from Geef. This is how it would be.
Oh, and another one. That's how he opened up the game. The short hop into SPD. That time is EX. That hurts even worse.
Well, we got an EX on the other side though. Running that EX game and getting that corner push as well. Spinning at the kunai, I like that. Because you're going to be at a distance where you can back off and, you know, restock if you need to. But just going in, constant pressure right here. Catches the fist out. Side switch. Eating through that armor with a target combo. Oh, no. But too much, though, from Stu. Oh, that was looking bad. I thought that was going to be SVD in the future. That could have been real terrible. Stay solid.
She's doing such a good job of just bobbing in and out of the ranges that Stu wants to try and poke in, not letting him get an SPD for free. And that empty jump was 100% going to be SPD if he was in range. But he gets it anyways just a little bit later.
Still lands the damage, Stu, evening things out. Boy, oh boy, did I come back to a good one. This character, man. The thing about Geef is, you know, obviously he's a painful kind of character to deal with when you're on the other hand, but you have to walk people down. You have to be very mindful of the resources of not only your bar, but your health is going to be a big resource too. And checking characters like that are so wily, like this Ibuki pick, right? That can eat through the armor, eat through the flex very easily is going to be, you know, something a little different. You know, a little built different, right? So you have to be kind of, you know, different in dealing with this match and going Laura. Is she gonna go Laura? Do you think the switch is gonna happen? I see it on the Battle Lounge, but are we gonna see the actual character come out into play?
I definitely think I don't know. I feel like Laura definitely would. She does well against Zangief, I think. But I don't know if that's the issue. Oh, switch! I forgot Mira has a poison. She definitely does. Definitely has a poison. This is a good pick.
Oh, we saying toxic with it. This is the character people, the new one people love to hate. For that distance, very hard to deal with. The mid to long range, like very hard to deal with for this character, for Geef, right?
And I do like the option from Stu to go with V-Skill 2 that, you know, is going to be able to eat up some of the whips and, you know, get a trade at best, or at the very least like that you can dash in. And that's what you want to do with Zangief, right? Close the distance. I really like the running bear grab there. Good reset.
Sweet though, open it up like it was a 3-pager. I can finish this in a day. Just backs away. I love this. I love this play right here. This lane style. Like I don't need to crush EX. I can't even caught that bar. It catches me every single damn time.
Oh, I love it.
The punish. Are you kidding me? Spin the bar and putting yourself on match point.
She is not afraid to do it, and those are the moments you have to make count against a character like Zangief. He rolls like a big boulder with his momentum, right? And if you have an opportunity to put a stop that, excuse me, you have to.
Absolutely. I mean, you spin the bar. You're gonna get a lot of the bar back up and let this character. She's quote unquote a zoner, by the way. Zoner, by the way. She's gonna build up a lot of that bar anyway. But stuck in the corners where you don't want to be. Defensive options are really lacking. You have the 3 frames, but try to go for the reset with the crush. What a return over seat. And she still has a lot of bar to play with in terms of trigger. Can definitely make up the damage. Has to find the hit. Doesn't find this one, but the cook is still there. The sear is still on the skin.
Dude, the chip, he took 200 chip damage there because of the Molotov. That was crazy. Zangief's health melted like butter underneath the flames of that Molotov cocktail, and Mira is sitting pretty right now at match point to go into losers finals.
Only needs that one more hit to do it. Supen is like doing whatever.
Oh my
he
God.
Caught the. He thought you could have the button out like that. Yo, you better guess right. You better pick the pitching right. It was the wrong one. The meaty no beacon, baby.
Oh my God, that was absurd. That was from downtown.
That's
Even
ridiculous. Okay.
even if Mira moved over to New York City, that would have caught her. That was ridiculous.
Still not understood yet. The final game fell around between the two. EX eats through an EX that had to be running bear grab. That's unfortunate. Put down backdash EX SPD the season 1. Let's get it.
Oh,
no, the
called out
chase that
again.
you thought? Where you going? Let me see that hot pursuit. Oh, you trying to go for the sequel. Didn't work out there though.
Oh my gosh. This is so good. Stu's gears are just churning at 1,000,000 miles an hour right now. What a jump in. Doesn't get the hit on the stand roundhouse though. Too far.
Careful what you throw out. We saw it before. We see it before. Yeah, remember that. EX plus frames.
Oh my god.
Max
That was
Pistol. That's enough. With the damage on the deck, she gets it done.
Poison.
I have to give it to her. Not only has she been playing outstanding this losers bracket run, but to have the ice in your veins right there to anti-air with her, I can't even remember what that move is called, but the heel kick, that move is slow. That does not come out fast. It's not an uppercut. To anti-air there and then have the conversion and then end it with the air whip to kill, it's incredible. Good stuff to Stu, but god damn, that was sick, Mira.
We talk about having to have multiple characters, and we don't really talk about her that much and having multiple characters because we usually see the Laura, but she's got the Ibuki, and y'all saw the poison. And the way her poison is, she's brutal. She's brutal with that poison. That's why I like watching her. So yeah, poison being a hard matchup. You saw some good things from Stu, but it's just
Man,
it wasn't to me. It was more of like Stu got outplayed in a lot of situations. Like more than just the matchup, there was just moments where she just read him right back. She was like, "Yo, you thought it was a couple pages? I'm a novel out here, dog. You'll have to take a couple weeks for this one."
I will bet my year's salary though that we are gonna see that that full screen suck with the Zangief V trigger as a high fight clip tomorrow. 100%.
I wouldn't be surprised. That is ridiculous.
That
the
was
spacing
so
on
sick.
that is
So sick.
like, Stu, you lost, but you know what? You won the hearts on Twitter, and that's what we're all aiming for. Just kidding. You should be aiming for those points. You should be aiming to get higher and higher. And Mia's getting higher and higher in this bracket, trying to secure some more points. There are some players that aren't in today, but at the same time, it's going to be a battle of people getting closer and closer. That spot, we're going to be seeing a lot of 3-way ties, 4-way ties as we get closer and closer, depending on what happens, right? Maybe some people might exit out. Maybe Samurai might be like, listen, I got to come through. He might float on through and be like, it's time to acquire some points. He won't even touch the controller. He'll just let that sucker float in front of him. He's just like,
eyes closed, controlling it. Yep.
Just float away. Just float away. Yo, Maverick with a party of 23 coming through this losers finals. I'm about to see some great Street Fighter 5 action, homie. Appreciate you coming through.
And we see Nephew swinging with his favorite button, that thick thigh from Colleen, stand roundhouse, and gets the side switch, puts Laura back in the corner. Are we gonna see more mix? Stays in front this time.
Like this. Gets it, hurry. That's a stun. Yo, Nephew with the aggression, trying to get it done. Big jumper right here, not going to kill. Has to go for a little bit more. And gets the throw reset. That's good enough. Yeah.
Very, very convincing from him. There was not really a moment where he wasn't in control, and after he put Mira in the corner, it was basically round over.
It crushed though. I like this round start. Also checking, you see like, she wants to have something out on the screen, right, to kind of help her approach, and Nephew's aware. He gets that crush, gets the corner push, and just backing way off that fierce range, just throwing out the blast button. It is holy. That sucker goes to mass every Sunday. Here's the activation. Let me see that dirty stuff. Let me see what Satan was talking about. Dog. The fireball, you kidding me?
Drops the reset though. Now what is Nephew gonna do? He gets caught. He might be dead.
Not just
no,
yet.
not quite. But that's the reset. And what's it gonna be? No tick off yet.
The chase down.
The defense, just like that too from Nephew. And he gets the side switch. Now, she is in V-Trigger. This is how she makes her comeback. This is how she robs people. What is she going to do to close this out?
Nothing.
No
She's going to go down to the ground. She's going south, though. Ain't going north. That crouching media kick, good to check the dash back. And you see, she's starting to acclimate. I feel like this happens. Like she's like, okay, that wasn't working out the fireballs. Let me start throwing out the normals and start living in that V-trigger situation where I can start putting the mix upon Nephew. What's his defensive options? I'm really curious. What I'm curious about is what happened on the screen. Looks like we just lost it.
Oh no.
Might be out of boat. I'm seeing it right now on my screen.
Weird. Yeah, I'm seeing it too. Okay, well, Mira's not quite able to close this out. One hit away. And Nephew tries to jump out, but gets caught with the stand medium punch there. Great awareness from Mira to cage him in, not let him jump out for free. And Mira takes the first game.
Yeah, we have to give you guys some radio commentary here, until it comes up on the screen. Sometimes it happens, good old spectator right here. But as Mr. Mustafa just said, she's going to take the first one, and just in dominant fashion too. I feel like she's really starting to find the ways that it put Nephew on the back foot, even open up someone who has such great defense. There aren't that many defensive moves from this character that don't get blown up by throws and things like that. And not only that, just the pressure of V-Trigger has been a pain point too. Nice conversion though from Nephew off the fears. Got him caught in the corner. The jump out not happening. Nephew puts her back in the corner, blessing her the dome with the icicles. Even though they're blocked, it's adding up in Gray Life.
Mira is able to get the side switch off the hit grab, though. Doesn't get the whiff punch with the crouched medium kick. That's okay. She's still working on making this comeback, and she's only one hit away from getting V-Trigger. And that's where Laura starts to cook. She gets the low medium kick into the bolt.
Crush counter. Or no, crush. Yeah, there we go. I was about to say.
There it is.
Off the Fierce, threw it out. Listen, I knew it was coming. I knew when that Fierce comes out like that, you thought you had a button. No go. Side switch, though, from Mira.
She ran
put him in the corner.
Yep. Ran right in. Are we going to see the command grab to close it out? Okay, one more. And gets caught there for the counter hit. She just wanted out of the corner. Nephew didn't want to deal.
And Nephew going down. This is one more from Mira. She is super close to putting that 2 up. Trying to look at that close, that clean sweep, I should say. And the games haven't been looking that close. But now Nephew starting to put a little bit of pressure on the deck here. Using some of that bar to get the job done. Anti-air crouching Fierce right there and running with another Fierce. Good block though from Mira.
And Mira fighting her way, using the EX bar because she knows Laura doesn't even really need it. It's just an added bonus, right? You can get so much damage off of your mid-range mix anyways, that using the bar to get the space back and put them in the corner is a great strategy. Nephew uses his own though to get out, gets the crush counter and the throw tech. Trying to fight his way by putting Mira back in the corner, gets the stand Fierce whiff punish.
That's correct. Oh, I can use mine. Actually, if you want to just use mine here.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Here. If you can see it. I don't know if we can actually, is my webcam even good enough? I don't know. You can kind of see it. No, actually my lights are too bad.
It's a little whitewashed. Here, let me see. Let me see if mine will. Oh, mine's basic. Oh wait, this angle might work. There we go.
Yours is good.
Yeah,
Let's get it. We did it CPT. If y'all don't remember.
Oh, and gets the juggle mid screen, and this is gonna. Oh no, it doesn't close it out. Isn't able to end it, and gets the side switch. This is gonna close it out. He's gonna be able to get the throw to kill. Oh, not
the scaling saves him. Wake up back to a bar. Yo, she read it. Oh, that's the smart stuff right there. That's the smart stuff right there, baby.
Wow. And you, man, if you're Nephew, you hate that. Just because you mistimed it, you had to manually time since she delay rose, and then that's how you lose. What a tough break.
It's so unfortunate to lose that situation, but reading the throw is going to be really important, right? That's going to be something you have to deal with, and that's 2 games on her side, right? That's 2 games on her side. 2 games that she's going to be dealing with.
I thought that was it.
Hey, I thought it was it too. I was like, wait a minute, but then I remember first of 3 in the losers finals. Try to get the parry, gets denied, and now let's see. We can stay in there.
Hits the crouching medium kick. Uses the EX to try and get out, but Mira says no way. Throws the fire. Really good about
just throwing the fireballs and finding like the moments to throw it out now. A little bit less than getting crush countered, but the sweep from Nephew playing a little bit more aggressive. He's speeding it up, dog. He's hitting the pedal a little bit.
Okay, gets the forward throw, not a ton of damage. Tries to go for the shimmy. Okay, this is gonna be a stun. He might be able to kill. No stun. The scaling, but gets the forward throw.
That'll be enough right there. Build up that bar. That's an angry build a bar right there.
Yeah.
Homie's like, wait a minute. It ain't over yet. He's swinging hard because he wants to build that bar up. He's like, dog, every piece of bar that comes from this is full of hatred right behind it. But the light kick buffer right here, the EX from Nephew, gonna use this corner push to keep the pressure on her, but misses the parry. It's unfortunate, but the call's out the command grab.
Oh man, and big damage. And Nephew is just on a tear right now. Has such strong offensive momentum that Mira has to quickly figure out a defensive option, an EX elbow just to get through, take her turn back.
So the projectile. Trying to cover the space, cover the base. But the EX coming through, I was going to say, EX such a big thing.
Oh, man.
Fanny step. But, yo, she's still in there, though. Jumps over the sweep. This allows the activation. Knew it was coming, but it's still coming through. It's Colleen. This is how she wins. This is how she wins.
Oh my god. Oh, it dropped. Because she was in the corner, couldn't get far enough to the other side to catch the juggle. Now she's
That's so unfortunate.
Yep. Slowly throwing fireballs, pushing her to the corner. Colleen trying to take that space back and interrupt with the stand light kick or the stand roundhouse.
Oh, she's still going in, but still checks him. Still gets checked, I should say, as she falls to Nephew this time. And you see how Nephew's like, I can finally put things back in defense. I feel comfortable, right? Let me get that lead. And you don't got no bar to work with. I'm feeling good. Like, hey, yo, people. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Vicious did the same thing during CPT when things dropped. He was like, I got the camera. Like, put it on you. It just happened. You know, things like that happened, okay?
Do they have another game? I could have sworn that
Yeah,
was
you don't remember?
Dog.
No, because Nephew just won that first one. I don't know, arms is a hurting dog, but we are out
Oh
of
no,
spectating
what
anyway,
happened?
so it doesn't matter. Let's go.
All right.
I restarted it, so.
Okay.
Well, what's the
James
score?
did that too. Yeah.
What's the score?
Yeah.
It was
2-2.
1-2. No, it was 1-2, wasn't it?
I
Nephew
thought it was...
only won one.
Hey, don't tell him to start. I'm trying to tell him.
Oh, it was
to
2
start.
wins each. Okay.
Don't move down. Don't move down. Stay in the
Okay.
top.
I did not move.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Let me see if I can put something in the chat. Requests.
You can't just share the screen because we're not using Discord, Landon.
Still
We're
waiting.
using something different. Plus,
I'm gonna try to communicate to them that they need to wait.
Hopefully they're in the chat. Hopefully y'all are.
All right.
The players.
Street Fighter is back on stream, so you're gonna have to invite me into the game now. Wait. Hold.
Send you an invite.
Yeah, if you want to do it, you can.
All
If
right,
you want
go
me
ahead.
to, I can.
Send me an invite.
All right.
You got it.
Is it? Is
Just Cali Power. Yeah.
Is there a capital P in there?
No, doesn't matter.
Thanks you for hanging with us, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties. You know how CFN is.
Hey man, it just be like that sometimes. You know, you're playing online. Yeah, you run into it. It's just like that. Okay. All right, sent the invite to you, so you should be getting that here.
Hold on, let me.
What kind of product? You know, I just washed my hair today, y'all, and I actually don't use. I use my girlfriend's. She's got this like, I don't know what it's called. It's some like,
All
some
right,
avocado.
I'm in there now. I'm in there.
Okay, good.
Nice.
That's the tech right there, y'all. And
All right, okay
like
to start.
my man said,
Cool.
okay to start. So we'll
Yeah.
go back.
What's the score?
He said it's 2-1. I was
I don't know.
thinking it
Chat
was
told me
2-2.
2-2.
I thought it was 2-2.
You might be right. I think you're right.
But I also
You're
thought
right.
I also thought the game was over twice. So
Yeah, it's difficult. You know, my memory, the commentator memory is.
Right?
Oh, someone said 2-1. Yo, goddamn, I'm free said 2-1. You know, Mira has 2. Okay.
Oh, you know Mira has 2 for sure.
Yeah, Mira definitely has 2.
Yeah.
She was up. So Nephew has 1. Yeah. Okay. Y'all stop messing about. Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna find y'all.
we're back into it again. Nephew swinging with the stand roundhouse, putting out the big buzz that takes up a ton of space. Gets the crush counter if you run into it, but Mira is putting the hurt on. Jumps out of the command
read.
grab.
He's holding north so you don't go southpaw. He was like, I'm not trying to get caught by any command grab. Activation time for the trigger and the crush. Follow up.
Basically, a little bit almost an option select there, just throwing out the stand fierce after the light buffer. Oh my, is that gonna stun?
Oh my
He is
god,
dead.
it does.
He is
That's
dead.
ridiculous. It's that follow up. Yes,
God
the javelin
damn.
ender. Are you kidding me?
That hurts.
The reads. Nephew was like, wait a minute. I have a parry. And if I put that in this gameplay, it's gonna be. You have to be super careful about what you throw out. It doesn't matter if it's a button or a view reversal. I will catch you and start the momentum. False the fireball though is caught in the corner.
Mira trying to apply some pressure, but backs off, not overextending. Another hallmark of a strong player, knowing when to back off in your offense when you have your opponent cornered. The back dash.
So that was super smart right there. Back throw though, activation. He's trying to mount that comeback. He's been looking super strong the previous round. Can he keep things going in this one? Falls to the spiral ball, but doesn't get caught with too much.
Okay, nice. Goes for the low risk back throw, just get a little bit of damage, but keep the corner.
One more hit for the stun. Maybe trying to get it done. Goes with the fierce. Try to catch him to the anti-air.
Oh!
DP.
That was so sick.
She's clutching it out and
Schmovin'.
looking at match point.
Moving in V-trigger.
You did that. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm gonna be moving on through here. Like when you at the grocery store, he's moving on through.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
Yeah,
squeeze on
sorry,
past
yeah,
you.
pardon me.
Okay, uses the EX Vanity Step to get out. Smart stuff.
The chase down here. But here's the activation from Nephew. It's objective survive right now. Without bar really working with it, you have to be careful how you throw out the claps. Crush like that. Gets a follow-up too. The delay rise still push to the corner though. That corner push using just the walk speed, just walking the character through the core.
Oh,
Yo, B
man.
skill? Ooh, things are dire right here.
V skill after the EX Hail 2 to cover all the options if she decided to jump in the air to avoid the pressure. Very smart. Good awareness. And catches him, bro. Okay, Mira.
Reset though?
Yep. Almost a shin.
Oh, yo, what happened there? What? I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon, Nephew. Able to come out the better of that exchange and with a lot of health to work with. Doesn't have bar to work with, but is working his way towards a finish. Just needs to find the right hit. No more bar for Miriam too. This is unfortunate. She has nothing to work with. Just trying to walk him down, but the heavy button in the clutch.
Yes.
Nephew.
The long reach. That was really telling of Nephew's clutch awareness there right at the end. He knew that Mira was trying to devise a way to get in to work that comeback because she still needed either a clean jump in combo or a grab and then another reset, right? But he took advantage of that and walked right into the space that he could interrupt some sort of movement, some sort of slow button startup, and that's what he got.
All even out here, 2-2. I mean, this is real pensive. Just a little bit of the meaning. Not a counter hit, doesn't get the follow up. The crouching mini kick right after. The Nephew prime position, nice punch, using the heavy punch right there. He does the double dash right in front.
Yeah, not afraid at all. Okay, and just backs off again. He's willing to just give up a little bit of that space, and this is gonna hurt.
He ain't giving up nothing. Throw it that parry. He's like, listen, I'm locking it down, sis. Crush though. EX, side switch, hold him down with the fireball, charge up a little bit. EX, out of there. See, using the bandit step to get out of situations is so smart. Using the bar is so smart. I feel like he hadn't been doing that until recently. A lot more conversions right now on the way from Nephew.
And the patience. She was a little too patient right there, but I have to commend Mira's patience to not bite on any of those throw attempts and defend correctly. Time and time again.
But it's Nephew though right now that's making the comeback right here, swinging everything back. Like, listen, there ain't gonna be no clean sweep. I'm making the adjustments. I feel like it's the utilization of the tools. Doesn't get the heavy kick out, but does get the heavy punch out for the crush and gets this damage. And the push too.
Yes, gets the push to the corner, gets the forward throw. And Mira is fighting back though. Light punch bolt. Box string, excuse me. But Nephew answering back, trying to pose an offensive threat, but Mira's not biting. Again, just this defense.
She can't bite too much more. This is a lot of damage. This isn't enough to kill. One more hit to do it. One more. EX. Oh
my God.
So getting opened up a little bit. It's adding up. You better be careful, Nephew.
Oh my God.
Oh, she must have come back. She could definitely make it. We out of there. His hit behind the head. The sign. Did you not see the sign in front of the building, dog?
The
It's
icicle
wintertime.
came down. She wasn't wearing a helmet. She was not OSHA protected. She didn't have her PPE on.
She's walking. That should tell you the dangers. All right, people. You mind the signs, okay? And if you don't do that, you're gonna let a man like Nephew coming through in the bracket, taking that victory, taking the loser side of Grand Finals, Wednesday Night Fights this week to face off against Chris CCH. So, I mean, that was a good play from Miriam. She's still super strong.
Yeah.
It's just the adjustments I feel like Nephew had coming through and being able to using the tools of the character, right? You start using that EX vanity step to get out of the corner, which is like, I've been pieced up here for too long. It's time to escape. It's time to find an exit. Objective survive against Laura, and that's what he got done. But can he survive against Chrissy CH? People, if you're loving this action, make sure you guys are tweeting it out. Make sure you guys are running the exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat, running the code if it ain't used up. If you got some scraps sent their way, it's going to make the action even hotter and even more wild, not mild, people. You know, you want some good action right before you want some hot sauce on your meal right before tomorrow, you're getting it here. Wednesday Night Fights, Street Fighter 5 action, grand finals, Chrissy CH in winner's side, and we have Nephew in the loser side trying to make that run back. You got to win those 2 sets, baby, 2. But we've seen him kind of make those comebacks, those swing backs, and, you know, deliver. Can you deliver, though, Chrissy CH? I don't know, dog. I don't know.
It's going to be a big hill to climb up, but Nephew has a lot of momentum going his way after that comeback, right? Mira had been playing so strongly, and to have that sort of comeback like that and make the appropriate adjustments, it wasn't even necessarily like he, you know, robbed her with V-Trigger. He made the gameplay adjustments very clearly and outplayed her, just frankly, outplayed her. And so to have that knowledge and awareness, that's how you won, you can feel confident going into the grand final set.
That's correct. You know, using that momentum that you had, you know, playing up these matches and being able to kind of get a read. But at the same time, Chris has a lot of characters, and being in the winner's side affords you some, you know, more, you know, room to breathe in terms of if I lose one set, I do have another one to play. But Crush right off the bat right here from Nephew getting a strong start, catches him leaving. You gotta pay the toll, dog, and it's expensive putting back in the corner. But the DP return overseas from Chrissy CH.
Yes, and the back throw too to switch sides again. And you see that time and time again. The corner control is so important in any fighting game, but Street Fighter 5 especially. Okay, Nephew, crossing that center line and respects the fireball. It's something Colleen has to do until she has meter or V-Trigger. And so there he takes the opportunity to get through it, but at what cost? He's put back in the corner again.
Ooh, nice reaction against the EX Fireball, using the vanity step and blowing on through his meter usage. He talks about this in some of his videos. Meter usage is so important at high level, at any level really, but it's going to help out your game plan right here. But Chrissy CH, use that meter, that V-Trigger activation to get that corner push and that damage on the deck.
Yep, and the deadly shimmy from Sakura, and that's going to be a closeout. Yep, followed up with the medium DP, end it. First round goes to Chris CCH. Kind of a close one. It was not a blow up by any means, but he took it in the end. We'll see if he can carry this on to win the first lead.
Okay, EX gets the pickup right here again, using that push, using the ender right there to get that full corner push, and now you get to kind of play your game, right? You just have to watch your toes. We've seen that be a problem for Nephew in some situations where he just kind of gets hit low. Can he keep up that and also lock Chris CCH in the corner? I don't know about not now. With that V-skill push though, things are looking a little dire right here.
And we have noticed Chris CCH he gets so much mileage. That was real funny. He gets so much mileage out of his V-Trigger usage that I wonder if him holding on to it for so long is maybe going to potentially come back and bite him this round because he's not going to get it again. Or maybe he won't even need it.
Finish right here. The arm breaker, locking him down. Nephew bringing around on the board for it. Yeah, I like Nephew's a little more like just backing off a little bit and staying outside the crouching mini kick range and not letting too much come from Chrissy CH. I feel like that's been a pain point of like, oh, don't get hit, right? It's the old axiom. Don't get hit and hit them more. That's what Nephew's doing right now. Not getting hit and hitting them more. Anti-air off the crouching fierce. Jumps out, knows what could come right now. Crouching kick still lands, but not a big conversion off there. Waiting for that V-Trigger activation as Chrissy CH building up that bar closer and closer to that point. That's what those blocks are going to do too as well. You hold the blocks right there, you blow up that bar, and you're like, I'm V-Trigger time.
Oh man, and he gets the crush counter. Now he's going to be able to find an activation point. That 100% was going to be crouching medium kick into EX Fireball, but he doesn't get it. Spaced out just a little bit so Nephew doesn't have to hold it, and he gets the reaction there through the Fireball, putting him in the corner.
He's really been really good about those fireball usages, and he's willing to spin that bar, the V-bar, because things like this happen. You put him in the corner, you run your game plan, one more hit to do it, and Chrissy CH is on the back foot, has to find a way to activate, never mind with a wake-up. The DP doesn't do anything just yet. Trying to find that moment to throw out the V-Trigger activation, the jump.
Oh my god.
Chrissy CH closes it out. I can't believe he found that. I had to stop because I was like, wait, is this happening? Did he really just find that jump in?
That jump.
So Stoffless, how'd that happen? What happened?
You know what that is? He had gone in so many opportunities where he was looking for the activation point, and Nephew 100% knew that. We all knew that. Every viewer knew that. You and I knew that. He was looking for the activation point. And it was either going to be sweep or crouch medium kick into EX. He had tried it 3 times and failed. Threw out the fireball, dashed up, and Nephew was worried about getting his toes clipped. That's why he was walking back.
And God job, you watching the land too much, dog. Gotta worry about the skies. It's all they'll come through with the surprise. That's the thing about, you know, you watch one area too long. Obviously, there's one of the dangers on the ground is V-trigger activation. You don't worry about what can be blessed in your dome.
Just out of range to get that scan around house punished. I believe it is -3. And
yeah, we saw him use the EX before, but
yes.
Crush here. I like the push that he's getting off these crush counters and building up a lot of bar too. That's going to be very important. Getting that V-trigger going sooner.
Oh, gets the back throw. This is so important. Oh man, but that crush counter counts. Now, yep, walks out of range, doesn't want to get back for himself, is fine playing at mid-screen, but he's getting pushed to the other corner. He's got to be careful. He's got to fight for it.
Counter hit, doesn't dial out anything, just goes for the normal hands. But still in a great position.
Okay.
Nephew. I love him using the V-bar, right? I feel like that's a really smart move, and because you know you spin that V-bar to both of the fireballs, that's expensive. But if it's gonna help close it around, spend it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right, and you know Sakura isn't a particularly high health character, so even the little bit of damage you're gonna get is gonna whittle away over time, and she isn't gonna build another V-trigger by the end of it. It's a good option, good strategy. Gets the hands called.
Yeah, the throw put him in a coffin though. I like that little delay that he's doing. Air throw caught him. You thought you could leave, dog. You weren't clear.
The Holly arm bar.
Oh man. Okay, good activation though. Chris CCH though. I mean, this is he sees the big turnaround points when he's got the V trigger on the deck. Usually from activation, but you know he can also make the comeback too with the damage that the character can do.
For sure.
That's to find the method. Nephew's hitting a lot of bar himself, poking away, setting up.
Yeah, he's one combo away from super closing this out, and Chris CCH is gonna need a couple of sequences, but they're both real close to death. As long as the right hit lands. Okay. Yep, doesn't go into super, that wouldn't have killed those smart.
Oh, if he could have killed right there. Oh, don't leave it. Mom said you gotta finish the plate before you can leave the table, dog. It's Thanksgiving. You cannot let all this food go to waste, dog. You gotta finish your plate. You gotta finish your plate. EX Fireball spins a part of the bar. No super right now, but you can still finish this off. Nephew can definitely do it right back. 18 seconds on the clock, but the overhead. Max distance.
I think that's the first time I've seen Chris CCH use that all night. I got clipped 100%. I was not expecting that in a million years.
You forget the character has it, right? You're
right?
Like,
and it reaches damn far. And look at the damage. Just did 30%, has Sakura in the corner, forces her to use the V reversal, forces her to spend bar to try and get some momentum back and mount a defensive comeback, but getting clipped.
That's so wild. This character has some sequences that allow you to follow in hot pursuit of the other character. You saw, dealing with fireballs and also that check, but here's the check right there from Chris CCH for the life. Gets the meaty on the wake up. DP Ender. Dashing up with it. Take this throw. That son is building right. He can't get hit or clipped. I just said clip. That wasn't a crush.
Oh, the overhead next.
Oh
my gosh. Oh, but gets clipped anyways. The reaction. Nephew. Oh my gosh. What's it gonna be? I can't believe he teched there. Oh my gosh.
The fireball.
This is so tense.
You gotta be careful throwing these fireballs on. I swear to God. The tech to stay alive. Nephew hits him with the double ice. Yo, she's smooth like ice. Cold to the touch, but it isn't very nice. Nephew putting one on the board. These are some of the tensest sets I've seen at Wednesday Night Fights. It's going down the wire every single round. Everything has been to the wire. It has been either who's using the meter right, who's using the confirms right, who's watching what, who's doing where. All these things are adding up to a 1-to-1.
Yeah, super tense set, and I can't wait to see how the rest of it plays out. The adaptations from both these players is super impressive. Chris CCH now leading the way, but he's getting pushed back to mid-screen. Nephew's done such a good job all night of fighting his way out of the corner when he needs to, which is such a dangerous place to be against Sakura.
Using the crushing kick from SoCal, you see Chris CH dialing out a fireball like right after because he knows like he'll have something on the deck. We haven't seen too many big conversions off those, and it is kind of difficult to dial that out. But speaking of dialing out, and after you get the target combo, just waiting and baiting. He's like, listen, throw out a button. One of these hits are going to be a crush. I guarantee you.
And now we see this neutral just swinging with the counter pokes, trying to buffer something into a special to get the knockdown so you can run your Oki. But Chris CCH finds the good jump in, gets the ender with the medium punch uppercut, and starts running the throw pressure. Is it fake? Is it real? Who knows?
It don't matter if it's working, right? Activation? Oh, I thought he was going to use that skill freeze.
Oh,
a nice shimmy. Yo, this is going to help out so much. You're out of the corner. You're putting the damage on the deck, and you're pushing Nephew. Gets hit low, though. That's so unfortunate. Creasing up the shoes, dog. You see the wrinkles on the shoes. You just got those. Let me check you for them. And now, Chris CCH putting one up on the board and getting closer and closer to that 2 spot.
Oh man, that was such a deep crouch fierce. I can't believe that actually hit. And already sitting on a pretty sizable life lead. But are we going to see Nephew be able to battle his way out of this corner and turn the tides? He didn't go for the vanity step over this time. He stayed in front and tried to go for the back throw.
Trying to switch up the options didn't really work out, but I like the rotation of defensive options. It's a good idea to have those even if they don't work out.
Oh, just out of range, but he gets it again. He's still got a little bit of V-gauge too. So he can either go for a mix, and Chris CCH finally spends the meter for an EX uppercut, just out of range.
That's so unfortunate when you spin bar and it doesn't work out like that. Nephew is unfazed, untattered, unteared. His activation from Chris CCH. Nephew holds back for dear damn life. Doesn't want to get opened up or hit because we know the damage this character can do. Anti-air coming through. Nephew locking down the corner. I love that walk. The defiance. It finds the shimmy as well.
He just broke his ankles.
More.
Oh,
There it is. The
again.
shimmy again. Hit me with the remix. I want to see the remix, he says. Nephew, we are so even to everything. Those 3? That was 3 times?
3 times he got shimmied that round. 3 of them.
Damn.
And I don't think I have seen him get shimmied at all during this set. Up until that point, or even when they fought in winners finals. Nephew has been conditioning him, and it paid off in space.
It's looking real shiny and nice, almost like mine, dog. Almost looking like mine right now, if I can give myself a compliment. Nephew locking down the corner, EX Fireball, jumps in, tries to start the pressure, but Nephew with a good defense. Crush finds its mark, and building up that V bar. Oh, we get a V trigger. Chris CCH has his activated.
Nephew activates his own, throws up the EX hail just to get some corner positioning, but he gets jumped in on. Oh, holds the stand roundhouse, doesn't bite.
Nice, minds a gap too. Is able to blow through that, but spin the bar. And when you don't have the lead, it's a little bit more dire in spinning the bar, but I feel like he's trying to get something going. Now, no bar to work with. How can you work against this character?
Oh, a mistake buffer. Now that wasn't EX, so there's no crush counter on it, but it still hurts and it costs him the round.
Nephew. Man, that could have been Chris CCH's, right? Like, you were looking at that with no bar, no meter. Like, calling isn't super scary. And when you've got all that to work with on your side, like, you're looking great. But it's just the mistakes like that that lead into, big L's. And right now, Nephew's looking for one big W so he can reset the bracket and then hopefully get another one.
Oh, I think he used the heavy version, so that meant there was a little bit of a gap and Chris couldn't punish appropriately. It was a little bit of a weird situation, but didn't cost him too dearly. Gets the crush counter anyways, follows up with the V-Skill into the uppercut, and already has him in the corner. Got a cage
to play right here. Good crush. What a call on that button. His timings have been kind of switching up in this round. Finding the crush counters and using that heavy kick, but here's the activation from Nephew. Catches him in the sky, stays in front, good blocks. CCH staying alive. Gets EX activation, those plus frames, has to take the throw. Can't take too much else, right?
Yep, and just from that range, couldn't react to the buff fireball, just had to hold the pressure. Gets to follow up anyways from the EX hands. Forward throw, what's it gonna be? Holds the stand jab with that extended range with the V-trigger.
With a slight dash, and they're able to kind of close the distance real quick, and it's hard to react or just really do much about that. And Chris CCH gets the buffer off that crouching kick into the DP. Needs one more hit to do it. That was ridiculous. I can't believe he had that. Young man reactions, I'm telling you. The young man. Yeah, scores not updated. Nephew does have 2. He's looking to get that reset, but Chris CCH is about to deny him with that light kick.
He was so ready. He had been scouting that for so long. I was wondering if we were gonna have to see a situation where he was forced to chip and spend his meter, but good awareness from him to not panic. No jumping. He's close, but just a little late. Gets the back throw and has to fight for this pressure all over again. But he does have him in the corner, and even, you know, Colleen does benefit from that too, just as do basically every character in this game.
Sir, gets the throw after the jab. No, but catches him again. I've seen Nephew make Chrissy Cage pay for every jump out, and now we're going to the other side of the screen, going to the other corner. If Nephew has it his way, he'll keep him here. This is going to be big damage to crush, big follow-up, and enough for the kill. Nephew is on reset point. Don't mind the score. Nephew got the 2 up there, dogs. Are you good? Nephew got 2 up there, and you're trying to reset that bracket. He just needs that one more hit to do it. One more, I should say, round to do it.
Ooh, uses the EX vanity step to get out of the way of the fireball and come back in to punish it. Chris CCH trying to throw out some normal, get some space back, get Nephew off of him. Misspaces that and gets caught with the EX Parabellum. And uses another EX uppercut, even though he's been punished twice.
Hey, it worked out, right? You know, sometimes, I mean, we have seen Nephew kind of stagger step a little bit, but not there. But still back. Stuck in the corner, Chrissy CH. We've seen this movie before, Chrissy CH. Oh, something different, the wait and bait, and this is a big punish. This is gonna be enough. Yeah, you right. You big right, dog. Reset the bracket because Nephew is coming back from losing, drags him down to the dungeon.
You know, one of the adjustments I saw Nephew make there, which at first seemed like perhaps it was a mistake, but watching it now, he's done it, I believe, 3 times, and I don't think it is a mistake. Off of his stand light kick, he's buffering into, it's either heavy or medium hands. I don't know Colleen well enough to know, but not light hands. That way there's enough of a gap that Chris automatically going for the stand light kick buffer to punish it is getting clipped by the gap and getting hit by the hands follow-up. And it's netting him, you know, maybe it's only 100 damage, but that's 100 damage you wouldn't have gotten otherwise, and you would have gotten punished. So it's just a really interesting and frankly super smart nuanced adjustment from Nephew to alter up his game plan a little bit and just take advantage of maybe the like tenacity of Chris CCH to play kind of this aggressive punish style.
Yo, someone said Punk House eating tonight. Y'all might need to let me hold a 5 or 50 or so. Because Nephew resetting the bracket, looking to take it. Yo, his friend undid it. He's trying to do it too on the other side of the coast, and he's looking super strong right here. And it's just that defensive style that he's able to play and kind of slow the pacing, or make them slow the pacing down to their play has been so strong. Chrissy CH trying to get his own style of play, which is aggression. 24/7, sweep, crush, counter, activation, gets the throw, empty throw.
Yep. Hold the plus frames on that enhanced V skill. Okay. And now he just plays patient. That's good. I like this. Don't overextend. Don't hang yourself. Back off. Ooh, that was strange. I'm not sure exactly why that worked, but we take those.
We absolutely do, dog. When it works out, we're like, yo, I'm a genius. And if it doesn't, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, right.
Oh no. Let's see though. Chrissy CH, okay. The aggression starting to come through, but there's a punish right there. Yeah, I feel like Nephew's mental fortitude has been super good just in general in this entirety of the match. Even when he's losing, I feel like he just has these moments where he's like, okay, cool, next round we're good. Yeah. Chrissy CH, the aggression though, can he keep this pace up the entire time? And it has gaps, it has problems and issues. He has to find ways to keep solid. When he whiffs the HPs and things like that, or opens himself up, the anti-air from Nephew puts it back down to the ground.
Okay, but Chrissy CH dashes right back in and gets him with the throw. And this is something you really have to worry about with soccer. That great walk speed allows her to really get an impressive throw game going. But Nephew does not care and gets the throw of his own, and that's gonna take it.
Put him in a coffin, into the corner. Nephew locking away, locking sarcophagus away, dog. Shutting the tomb down. And Nephew, to play again, he's just like, if I lose a round, it's like no big deal because I'll find a way to come back. He just has to start. You can tell it in his match. But Chris CCH with the aggression, putting him down. I haven't seen an air-to-air like that in a long time. Not since Men in RD. Yo, Chris CCH being a little bit more mindful of what comes to the skies, a little bit mindful of what Nephew wants to do. I feel like he's kind of been playing a one-player game, and now he's not been doing it as much.
Okay. Nephew lands the counter poke into the EX Parabellum, gets him the great corner carry, and gets him the activation point. Forward throw into the Oki. What's it gonna do? No, oh, he does get the conversion off the extended hitbox from the Stand Fierce. Not quite stunned.
Trying to get it done. The ice Looking icy real good right here. I'm so icy. You get me. Nephew with the finish right here. Man, don't turn on his AC because he's so icy. Do you see how he is playing right here? Do you understand? Yo, Nephew. Y'all, if y'all ain't checking out his stream, make sure you guys look at his stream too as well.
Yeah.
Check his wrist right now. Someone check his wrist. Let me see what's on the wrist right now.
He's got that roll.
You know, he don't getting smooth with it, getting icy with it. Yo, yeah. You know what's good. Shout out to Gucci. I don't think he won that. I don't think he won that versus, but yo, shout out to Gucci though. Shout out to Gucci. Let's get back into it. Nephew with the first one on the board of this reset.
He's spacing that stand roundhouse perfectly. You can't get punished. And again, that's really deep crouch fierce. Gets a little bit of the charge fire, a little bit extra damage. Ooh, and the conversion off the juggle. And chases him down like a panther.
Man, my man's he's in the jungle, dog. He's like, I'm coming for you. Got the jewel in the mouth. I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat, trying to get that big match arena right buffer right here. DP, but the wake up and the extended roll is going to definitely help get that extension. False the fireball. You got to watch it going. It was behind your head the entire time. You keep walking, you think you avoided it, but it catches you.
Oh,
it's a big ice dog. One more chance to do it.
Oh,
Be reversal. I like that. Stimulate the stun.
Ooh.
Looking good.
Man, the stand light kick, that has just been really almost the tail of this match from both sides. Just the buffers in the right ranges to guarantee you frankly, the punishes on somebody's errant movement where they aren't checking themselves, pressing a button at the wrong time, and they're getting the knockdown, or they're getting caught in a knockdown that they otherwise wouldn't.
Ooh, the EXBD. The pump made a lean back. Good crush though. Nephew with the return, dog. And you see the hands being put on the man's again. Put him in a coffin. See him away with that throw. Nephew with the spacing off the fierce. Gotta be super careful though. Chrissy CH looking for that light buffer.
Oh man, we have seen Nephew has done that so many times. He's pressed just a little bit and then backed up and dashed away to catch the jump back, or excuse me, the attempt for a jump out with the stand fierce. Oh, and goes through the hitbox of the V skill. That is so, or the V trigger. I think it's a V trigger, but I don't remember which. I don't play Fight.
What I do know is that was some smart move right there.
Yeah.
Some smooth moves right there. Using the EX again, I feel like Nephew wants to get these good leads, right? And he's like, I'll worry about playing V-Trigger when it happens, when it gets popped, right? But I want to get that lead, I want to spin the bar. But Nephew already has lost enough health to even things up with heavy kick coming through in the clutch right here. Checking my man for the walkbacks. So activation, time to play.
Yes, uses the EX to burst through the fireball and get a little bit of damage. Put Sakura on her back foot, but just like that, she gets caught with a low forward fireball into V skill. Now Chris CCH is out of V trigger, and how's he gonna make this count?
I like the raw activation right there. Just trying to get the job done. You know, don't get too obvious with the activations in terms of things and getting red, getting jumped in on and stuff like that. So sometimes raw activates, not a bad idea. And at this point, you can't get out of this and kick off the fireball. But Chris CCH with a light bump right in the CA. I'm gonna see you in the corner. I'm trying to see you down, but the wake up from Nephew. The extended normals. You gotta watch those extended hands on the man. It's a back throw and the dash up counter hit. Nephew on game point now.
Damn. That is.
React.
That
just
sucks. That sucks. I feel
Just
for
react.
Chris CCH there. Not only are you trying to deal with Colleen V-Trigger 2, but you're trying to deal with that online, and you're trying to deal with that with the best Colleen in the world. Ugh. That's a tough draw, my friend. But let's see. You know, he's not down and out of this yet. It's a tough draw, but let's see if he can come back.
I mean, he's sticking with his character, right? He can't switch. He's stuck with this character this entire time. Good jump in here from Nephew. Rounds her off the medium. Dash into the corner. Gets a throw. He's not worried about the pressure too much unless there's like EX or V-bar. But here we go. Swing activation. Put it back to the screen with the V-skill. Follow up. No bite on the shimmy. Takes the throw. No big deal though.
Yeah, I really like Chris CCH immediately cycling from him not biting on the shimmy into the throw. He wasn't wasting time trying to go for more stuff, trying to whip punish. He's like, okay, this is my next option. Here's what I'm gonna do, and he's got the life lead because of it.
Oh, that's too far out. Sometimes with the amount of mental stress that's been going on, yet in a normal situation when you're sitting in training mode, that's easy. But it's not so breezy when you're sitting in the middle of the match and you're down so many games. Nephew feeling super comfortable as he gets a full conversion, a lot of damage, and finds the hit to do it for the CA.
The link off the counter hit that makes me think of Season 1 Daigo. That was so godlike.
Nephew spinning, yo, he definitely feeling a little bit unusual if he's spinning that bar right there,
right?
Because he's on match point, and to spin bar like that, you really don't see Colleen players go for the CA. He knew what was going on.
And the counter.
How many times have we seen the parry this match, this entire tournament? Not many times. We've seen it a few times. But throws it out the clutch. But Chrissy CH, his offense back.
Nephew trying to reel back a little bit, recollect himself, not overextend, and lands the first hit of the sweep and deactivate, pushing him to the corner. Now Chris CH is feeling the pressure. How's he gonna react?
Yeah, be super careful. I see all the bar at the bottom for Chrissy CH, but boy, it doesn't matter if you can't use it. Here's the activation though. Crouch and kick. Heavy kicks, V skill. What's the wake up option? Takes a throw. I like that from Nephew. But the heavy kick, I don't like that. B skill or V skill right through. It don't matter. CCH was backed up just enough, and I feel like he's adjusting his spacing just enough to stay away. He knows that if he throws out a fireball, what could come after that? He's like, that's cool. I'll back up and get the punish.
Chris CCH has to be careful here not to get overconfident. He did win that round, but he was fighting and clawing his way back. Don't let yourself get overconfident and make mistakes so that Nephew can hang you. You still have to play your smart, calculated game.
Yeah, you gotta get wild and mild with it, but you gotta be intelligent with it. Don't be community college. Don't be that master's degree. Sakuraology, I guess it would be. Yo, the air-to-air Tatsu again. I'm loving that conversion. I love him chasing down. Better Chrissy CH. We don't see him kind of putting himself on the back foot or putting himself in bad situations as much. Nice light buffer DP. He's waiting for Nephew to mess up or come to him. He's got something for him.
I love that V reversal. Offensive V reversals are some of the best opportunities to steal back momentum. Oh, and
you got that corner position.
Exactly. And Nephew really trying to close the distance here and get the throw mix up going with Colleen V trigger 2. And he's eaten 4 or 5 throws in a row. And just like this, he is one good combo away from potentially winning this. I like
the XDP. The wake up's gonna be super important here. The tech to stay alive from Nephew. And he just needs to find a good conversion. I'm not sure if it's going to kill because it is Colleen, but we are going to see a CA. Are we going to see Chris?
I think that's going to take it.
Tournament,
yes.
And it will.
Wow.
CCH falls to Nephew this week. The Punk House too strong as Nephew takes it in the Grand Finals reset from Losers Bracket for Wednesday Night Fights this week.
Man, it just, after Nephew took it over Mira and really kept that momentum going into Grand Finals and then reset the bracket, it seemed like even in the moments where Chris CCH was playing well and making adjustments and reacting to what Nephew was doing, it seemed like the tree was too tall to chop down. It was an insurmountable obstacle, and that just showed. That's why Nephew qualified for Capcom Cup. Chris CCH played great, super strong all tournament, but Nephew was just in the zone and could not be shaken.
That dude was, Big Neff, rock solid. Yo, I see Punk in the chat already cheering on his boy.
Oh, for
Big
sure.
Neff out here.
He holds
Y'all
down
been
for his
out there. I mean, you gotta look at that match arena. That thing is mad fat right there. So, shout out to everyone giving love to the match arena, giving love to all the competitors out here in terms of the prize pool. Y'all showing that love. I'm gonna show you love with great Street Fighter 5 action, as you saw today. This was great play. All right, y'all saw some great A play. Absolutely. This is like not the turkey you get on the side of the street, dog. This is that turkey that is injected, filled with that good stuff. And just like you actually filled with some good stuff, I hope you guys get filled tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great, safe holiday. Please stay inside. Please stay safe. Yes. Really appreciate you guys coming through and hanging with us on this beautiful. Now I guess it'll be Thursday morning. I guess it'll be. But I really appreciate everybody coming through and watching. Make sure you guys are following all the players on their socials, checking out their streams. Punk, Nephew, Neon, stuff like that are out there streaming as well. So anybody that you see, coming through in the bracket, make sure you guys follow them on their socials as well. Follow Level Up, give them some love out there too. Clip things. Don't let me and Mr. Mistopheles and Level Up do all the work. Come on, go get that clout. It's an easy way to do it. Show them that all the cool things. All right. So I really appreciate everybody coming through. And you got anything you want to say to the people before we bounce out of here?
Just touching on what you said, I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday tomorrow, whether you're staying in by yourself, whether you're celebrating with family that you live with. Just make sure you are safe, not putting yourselves or the lives of loved ones in danger. Enjoy the time off from work. I know that's what I'm doing. But really, thank you guys for hanging out here tonight with us. We saw some great matches, exquisite performance from Nephew running through Losers Bracket. and I hope you guys have a great long weekend. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, before you take
Oh.
off, I think we're at a good spot to let you guys know what the current leaderboard situation is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
hit
All
us
right.
with
Good
it.
idea.
All right, let's start with 4th place right now. Luigi with 55 points.
Okay.
With in third place right now is PG Pink with 70. Second is Nephew with 80, because he just got a big boost today.
Right.
And then first place is Chris TCH with 90.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, you got to keep playing each week, or you'll like drop down. Even if you've won one,
Right.
First place gets 50 points. It's a lot of points. So
And
yeah.
again, guys, just to remind you, if you are thinking about entering for Wednesday Night Fights at a chance, first place at the end of December gets the Quadcast sRGB, the Alloy Origins keyboard, the Pulsefire Haste mouse, and the Cloud 2 Atlas, or the Cloud 2 wireless. And then second through fourth get the Cloud 2 wireless, but you want that first place. That's a lot of great swag, fantastic stuff that Hyperx is donating to us and allowing for a giveaway. But you guys gotta compete for it. You gotta earn it.
Gotta come through in the brackets. Like I said, you either come through and get the hands, or, well, I guess more importantly, give the hands. All right, but listen, we're done for this week, people. Thank you for joining Wednesday Night Fights, Street Fighter 5 action. I've been Sankola.
And I am Mr. Mistopheles. Adios,
up.
guys.